Welcome everyone. I hope you are having an amazing day and you're all doing well. Welcome, I'm Vomakith, and yes, something has changed. Something that it's currently in my face. Has changed. I am Vomakith. I am a Palworld content creator. Unofficial. I do it out of my own back. I'm trying to make it a thing. Welcome everyone. It's been a week. A lot's gone down. Vom kind of had to take a break from all the content creation to deal with his own head. So now I'm back and we are ready to rock and roll. So those of you who don't know, a new patch came out very recently. Palworld patch. I'm just going to bring it up now. And I think it's a nice change. It's definitely a nice change. We've got patch 3.0.1. Oh, sorry, 0.3.10. There we go. I got my zeros all mixed up. I wouldn't be a very good bender, would I? They added Halloween skins. 4 Halloween skins. All players will receive these for free upon starting the game. You cannot equip unless you have at least one of the corresponding powers. Sick. So everyone gets it. I kind of wish they brought it into Twitch again. It would make my life a lot easier. It usually brings a lot more people to Palworld whenever they will to Twitch. Whenever they release these skins, I'm kind of bummed that they bring it in. I was hoping they would actually do a little bit more, but I'm not upset. I think it's cool. We got new skins. Welcome, Botrix. Sick. Everyone who's on YouTube, I'm now going to be able to see your messages. That's all good. I haven't missed a message. We've got multiplayer significantly relaxed the text chat character limit. So you can now write long messages on multiplayer. Awesome. I'm gonna guess that it was so short that you can actually continue a sentence. I'm guessing that was a thing. Major bug fixes. They fixed the memory link on the servers. Fixed several. There we go. Jeez. Fixed several critical game crashes. I haven't noticed any, but depends what you're playing. The only crashes I've noticed whenever I have crowd control on and too much is happening and the game's like, I can't take this anymore, and just decides to crash. They fixed an issue where large powers would push the player under the world or through walls. Can't say I've had that one happen before, but it's interesting because I thought you just phase through your powers. I'm gonna guess it's like it's not so much a base power as it is a wild power. Like wild powers, you can't run through. Your own powers generally isn't a problem. Bug fixes. An issue where the custom markers were not displayed in the compass UI on the top of the screen. I had that problem often. I am so glad they fixed this. Like, that was such a big issue for the game. They fixed many minor bugs, fixed minor translation errors, and then PS5 fixed an issue where trees would respawn if a structure was built over it. That would be frustrating, but at the same time, it also means you get easy wood in your base. If you don't want the wood to spawn in your base because you got, say, pals running around, that could be an issue. And thank you for your continued support. And then they've got a little video going on. Little Cativa, that is so loud. Let's turn that down a little bit. Oh, that was loud. Oh my god. And they got a cactus there. That's pretty cool. Oh my god. And then they got Penglet. So yeah, I'm not sure about the pumpkins. Are they releasing pumpkins to the game? That's the question. Kirajiro, he gets his own skin, or she. And there you go. There's our 4 pals. 4 pals that have been introduced to the game. I've jumped on my server, I've noticed the changes. Let's go in, we'll go straight onto my main save. Later we might go onto the test server, try out a few things. There's a few things that have been asked on YouTube, so we're going to give them a crack later tonight. But for the meantime, let's jump on. I haven't actually played all week, so nothing much has changed. Yeah, give it a crack. How is everyone today? What have you been up to this week? What's been going on with you? I've got new glasses, reading glasses. I'm choosing to use them when I'm playing games. I like to think they're helping. Not too sure. Things are starting to warm up as well, so I might have a fan in the house at some point. I've also got a new little foam cover for my microphone. I never used to have this cover, so hopefully that's gonna fix some of my microphone issues. that I've been having, mostly with the echo in the room, but I don't know if it's gonna fix it that much. How's my new job? Whew. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, Light. How you been, mate? Ha! Ooh. Oh. Let's just say second day in and they already put me off. So I'm now unemployed again. So what happened was I went in and I was like, all right, go in for the first day. Awesome. Did my job, went home. At the time, I felt like I was getting some good feedback. They weren't really complaining about anything. They weren't saying anything. I felt I was getting by nicely. So I was like, all right, cool. Went home, happy days. I was like, oh, looks like I'm sticking out with this job. Cancelled a whole bunch of jobs. Anyone who called up asking me, hey, are you still available for employment? I had some other jobs ready to go. Not the sort of work I was looking for, but I had work ready to go. So I said, sorry, I'm no longer available. I'm working somewhere else now, blah, blah, blah. Well, the second day in, I had some issues. I was kind of getting stitched up with the job a little bit. And I was like, okay, this is just some drama. They're aware of it, at least the leading hand's aware of it. And he's like, look, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do this to you. Like, we're gonna have people working around you, doing this, that, and the other. And I'm like, all right, cool. They're moving things around, which I felt were pointless, but at the same time, I'm not gonna question it. It's my second day in. And then by the end, I finished my job, and then at the end of the job, around 2 p.m., I'd already been there for about 8 hours. And they're like, sorry, we're gonna have to end this here. And I'm like, what? No, yeah, like, and I'm like, why is that? Oh, I think they didn't like how fast you were going. I'm like, what? What are you on about? It's like, I didn't see how. But okay, you know what? I'm not gonna argue it. I'm just gonna move on, find somewhere else to work. So I've gone on for a few interviews. I've spoken to a few companies about work. So hopefully I'll have something else lined up soon. Unfortunately, it's also meant I haven't been able to play Palworld much. I haven't really been doing anything as far as content creation is concerned because I stopped all that to focus on work. And when that hit me, it hit me pretty hard. So I was like, look, I'm going to take a break from it all and get my head fixed a little bit. So I took a break, sorted all that out, and now I'm back, ready for the stream. How did the operation go, like? How did the operation go, mate? I hope everything went smoothly. Right, so okay, so I'm just gonna check all my breeding bases because I have a rough idea what I was doing last, but it's a bit hit and miss. But yeah, I went to go pick up these glasses on, I think it was Thursday, tried them on, and I was like, oh yeah, no, these feel nice. This is my first time ever wearing glasses. Like, I've never had to wear glasses prior to this. And now I am, and I'm like, all right, okay, well, this is new. Should be all good. Ugh. Hopefully it will fix the issues I've been having, but the issues aren't so much from PC gaming as it is sitting on my phone, texting, playing games, and then that would cause my vision cause my vision to blur, so I'd have to. Yeah, when I went to go test, he's like, yeah, you're straining your eyes. Like, your long distance is fine, your short distance is what the problem is. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, here, wear these, they'll help. And I noticed as soon as I started playing games, I was like, okay, this is actually helping. It feels like my muscles aren't as tense in my face anymore. I'm not squinting as much. I know that much certain. I'm not squinting nearly as much. So yeah, that's good. That's good light. I'm glad everything's good. I'm glad it's all working out for you, mate. Did the last thing I'd want things not to work out. I mean, you're here, so that's the main part. All right, so these guys are all breeding. I'm gonna let them do their thing. As we can see with the latest patch that came out, all our HUD is now back up online again. Actually, I think it's better than before. I feel like it's better than before. Like, it's really showing everything that's around here. Obviously, it shows this one here. Like, there's a cave there, and there's also the tree. But then the other caves, they're like 250 meters away. That's showing up. How far does it go until it ends? So around 300. There's actually a little bit of a buffer zone. So like at around 300 it stops. So anything that's 300 meters away, so we know that's 300 meters from here, from this base. I mean, obviously you can tell, like, actually that's a good thing to know, because that way we can start like testing out the distance of effects. The skills. Okay, all right. So it was something else I was thinking about. I was like, oh, there's things I could test out knowing that. Yeah, anyway. So we've got that. What else do we have? So I've been mining quartz. I have been testing a few things out for a future video. I'm not going to go over it here. But let's just say there's a reason why all these quartz nodes are marked. We've obviously got our quartz base. I haven't done much with that. But all these Xenoguards are going to be used for a future video, depending on how far we get before I'm ready to actually get all the content right. So I'm just working on the script at the moment, so I still have time for these powers to be bred up. All right, let's head over to start the blueprint farm. And we'll see if anything's changed there. I think we'll notice pretty quick if things have changed. Are you back into Palworld again, Light? Or you needing to take a break? Or are you choosing to take a break? Oh. No. Okay, cool. Ah. Oh. I gotta remember they can still change the aim of their direction. Gotta remember that. Ah. Yeah, a little bit rusty. As long as I don't start pressing E instead of F. Those of you on my Discord, you probably noticed that I've been playing a little. Oh, you may have. I don't know. I know I've been putting myself invisible every so often. I've been playing a little bit of Borderlands 2 because I got it for free, and I was like, oh, I got Borderlands 2 for free, and I also realized I've got Borderlands pre-sequel for free as well. So I'm like, oh, I've never played that. Like I used to play Borderlands 2 when I was a teenager when it first came out. But then it's like when I got free, I was like, oh, I'll play this again. I know this is kind of one of the best ones out of the franchise, if not the best Borderlands out of the entire franchise. So yeah, unfortunately no access at the moment. Should be back next week. Got Gatling gun schematic, right? Oh, nice. Oh, very nice. I'm definitely jealous. I want my Gatling gun schematic. Whether I get it this stream, next stream, or whenever, I want that Gatling gun schematic. There's so much I could do with that. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. I'd much rather have a full-time job, though. The way things are looking, I might have to go back to my old job, working FIFO. Not looking forward to that. I really don't want to do that. Alright, so I should be really blitzing this, because it's not like I'm leveling any powers at the moment. Oops. That was a little bit late. So yeah, I need to look at blitzing this. Yeah, the Gatling gun would be amazing. What are the blueprints I need to get from this place? There's also the flamethrower, because now I've got the grenade launcher. So it's really just the flamethrower and the Gatling gun. Once that's all done, we're finished. Okay, that's what I expected, but actually no, we're gonna use the grapple hook to get up, I reckon. No, we can't, can we? We've actually got to fly up. It's alright, I might change the way I do this. And start here. And then work my way down. Like, obviously gliding down is easier than flying up. I just gotta watch where all their powers and stuff are. Yeah, that worked out really well. Yeah, that worked out much better than before. A little less glitchy. And then obviously now I get to make my way over that way. Ooh, wow, okay. That was, I know which power that one. Not him. That was... I keep forgetting the bird's name. I actually forgot his name. Vanworm, that's it. Vanworm. That was Vanworm who did that. Just take all then. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. That's where I've really gone wrong in the past. And we'll also activate, which I shouldn't have this on, should I? Oops. Sorry, guys. We'll start session, so now crowd control is active. If you want to interact with my crowd control, go for it. If you don't, that's okay as well. You're more welcome to sit here and watch. Okay, I gotta remember, press F, not E, because yeah, other games, whenever you access things, you gotta press E, and this one's F. But yeah, I had to take a little bit of a break from Palworld. Like, it can get a bit much when you're doing content creation and you're always playing the same game again. Like, sometimes you just need to take a healthy break. Just to pace yourself. Like, Palworld's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. The next patches, look, they're going to be a while, like, to say the least. Like, yeah, they release new skins. But, I don't know. It depends when the new patch comes in, you know? Like, knowing my luck, the new patch will come in when I'm away at work. knowing my luck, and I'll miss out on the whole thing. I'll be like, oh great, and I'll come back, start exploring the new patch, and then be like, oh, now I'm late on all the content. That's happened to Sakujima. Sakujima was over on my plate. And this grenade launcher, so good. So good. Ooh, I'm out here now. Old player. Okay, I don't know why that's not affecting me. Oh, it's because of the multi-climate shirt. Otherwise, yes, I would be cold. Because of the multi-climate shirt too, it actually nullifies that completely. I think I'm gonna have to do something about the cost of that. Because now I've got the multi-climate shirt too, I should really make that cheaper. Yeah, because it used to be a thing where you could make me hot, and then if I had the multi-climate shirt 1, I would start taking damage from it. And you pair that up with burning me, and it's just like it's slow, and then also poisoning me, my health would start to drop a lot faster. But obviously now it's not so much of a problem. I was very close to cancelling this stream as well, because I ended up I was going to meet up with a mate. Turns out she's not available today, but she will be available Sunday. She's gone camping for the weekend. I'm like, alright, cool, no worries. But I have a feeling I'm a bit hesitant to cancel the stream just yet for Sunday, because I have a feeling she might cancel again. And when she does, fair enough. It is what it is. I don't understand why that gun is always shooting at the rocket launcher dude. They clearly have a grudge. Just trying to clear out whatever's going to be a problem. We'll get this main chest, that way we can start getting this farm respawning a little bit faster. So 426. And while I was off stream, I did play this a little bit, just a little bit. And I ended up getting a female Xeno guard as well. That's why I've got them all breeding at the moment. Ooh, look at what we just got. A single shot rifle schematic 4. Nice. I was not expecting that. We haven't actually got that one. That's one that I can take off the list for a grind to do later. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get that one. Okay. Yeah, alright. That's interesting. We got like because we got 2 blueprints out of that one chest. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That was a nice little surprise. The first rig from the new patch. Very nice. Hopefully we can start getting some of this plot armor soon as well. Legendary plot armor. That's gonna be a major armor for the going further. Obviously the plot armor not a big deal at the end of the day. Like, you don't need it. Like the legendary plot armor, you don't need it. Once you get the epic, it's more than enough. Legendary is just there to be able to say, hey, I got a legendary. That's how I view it anyway. I think with this run, what I'll do is I'll start by going down here first. I gotta remember, I don't have the full damage I do of other games. I can't fall as far and not get hurt. Go. Oh, I took all 3 of them out. That's good. Fire missile at him. You love the lightweight plot armor. Yes, I wish I had the legendary of that. I don't even have the epic of that. Even the rare, I just don't have it. I'm just like, looks like I'm just using the regular one because that's the only one I've got epic of. And it's got better armor than what the heat and the frost has, so guess that's what I'm sticking with. So yeah, I realized that there was a POW I was kind of aiming for the quartz farm, and I realized that it is completely useless at farming quartz. It is not made to farm quartz, and it clearly says that in the description. So I was working on it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to get this POW, all good. Like, it seemed like the mining POW, and it turned out, no. If I just read the description, it is not the mining POW. It's a mining POW, but not for quartz. I'm like, oh. Okay, fine then, Palworld. Be like that. Yeah, I figured that one out pretty quickly because I jumped on the test server, tried out a few POWs, and I went, all right, well, this is kind of the run you want to do. And we're gonna have to test it out on stream tonight. Going on the test server and doing the most boring test you can do. And that's with, do passives affect powers in the ranch? I am 90% certain they do, because they had a patch which fixed that. They actively put in a patch to fix that. However, like, someone's telling me on YouTube that no, like that doesn't work, go test it out. So I'm like, all right, you know what, we'll go test it out. That's not a problem. I'm more than happy to do that. I'll test it out on live on stream for you all to watch, and we'll see if I'm wrong. You know, if I'm wrong, awesome. If I'm right, cool, whatever, doesn't make a difference. But yeah, so we'll work on that later. Right, how are we doing with our Frostallions? I will actually over time, for now I'm going to keep the Frostallions going. Eventually I will be able to phase them out, but obviously we need heaps, and we're going to need heaps of large power souls. So eventually Frostallion is only going to be required for large power souls. Quartz with Frostallion is kind of passive, but it's 2 birds with 1 stone. It's given us large power souls and quartz, the two endgame materials that you need the most, like when it comes to active farming. It's, I mean, apart from blueprints, you know, like blueprints, you got obviously active farm, but resources that you don't really want to farm, like blueprints you don't want to farm, at the same time, it's like, you can't just get them in your base. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like the previous blueprints where you could farm a certain POW, breed for a certain POW, and you get a legendary blueprint out of it. You know, like, look at Jet Dragon with his rocket launcher. You could just breed Jet Dragons and get a rocket launcher if you wanted to. You know, and just look at the assault rifle schematic 4. Not that big of a deal. Single shot rifle schematic. Awesome! So happy about that. One less thing I have to get later. Go, we'll put everything away, and we will keep an eye out for the next timer. We do not have to go for meteors anymore. We're done with that. That's all finished. I'm not phased about that anymore. Meteors aren't a thing. What will be a thing though is definitely going for Bellinor Libero. We're gonna have to farm heaps of Bellinor Libero at some point. That's cool. We'll do that in a future stream. I'm not gonna do it in this stream. I'd rather keep things to a certain topic. Like obviously today it's keeping an eye out for things that might be bugged. So obviously this seems to be working pretty well. What else can we test? What's been a problem lately? Like obviously the HUD is fixed. That's cool. Now I have to think of what else was broken. I mean, these guys all seem pretty broken to me. They're all stuck in the ground. They'll be unstuck soon. Oh, there's an Astagon who hasn't been assigned. Vom, you naughty, naughty man. You didn't assign one of the Astagon. Back to all our resources. Obviously, like, we've got heaps of ore going on at the same time. And recently I realized you could just buy all your PAL. Or your Pallium. Now, whether or not that's worth doing, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a gold farm. I could totally do it. That way I could... I mean, potentially you could actually earn more by doing that. Or you could have more breeding space. Which would mean that breeding would happen at this base as well. Because I wouldn't need as much gold. Because then that way okay. All right, so we know for a fact that with Paldium we need 4 to 3. So in theory, if I had, say, these 4 nodes here going for ore, that's all the ore I need. And then I buy the rest of the Paldium. So I literally go, okay, half of this, like, what is it? 2 ore for every Paldium, I think it was. Hey, speaking of things that might be bugged, the ore rig seems not to be resetting for me. I'm waiting 30 minutes in my base to check again. Yeah, okay, well, I've just done mine then. So in half an hour, I'll give it a crack as well. Attack on Titan on YouTube. I'll give it a crack as well. And we'll both see together. Are you playing on console or PC, Azak? And if you're on console, which console are you on? Alright, so... yeah, okay, so if you buy the Paldium, what is the cost of a legendary power sphere? A legendary sphere, or like one legendary, PS5. Okay, cool. All right. So if it works on mine and it doesn't work on yours, it could just be a PS5 issue. So if I turn around and go, oh, it works on mine, it might be because I'm on PC, you're on PS5. That's an issue. Then obviously we'll get you to escalate it by just putting in a ticket. Because it should reset. If it doesn't reset in 30 minutes, log out of the server, like escape or start, whatever it is, return to title, and then come back, see if it works again. If you have to, like, that should be the only thing you'd have to do, because it's like you're resetting the server. I don't see why you'd have to turn off the whole game and turn it back on again, you know? Like, they'll have you try turning it off and turn it back on method. But, we'll see what happens. You give it a crack. Because like, if we could break it down and say, hey, this is where the issue is, then they could fix that. That is something worth them fixing immediately. Okay, so, one sphere. Okay, so I did the math for 4 spheres a while back. So we've got, where is it? No, I did the math here somewhere. But like, how much money you can make out of Sphere? It might even be in my guide. It might actually be in my guide. I decided to come over to Twitch. I much prefer it over YouTube for streaming. Oh no, go absolutely, Zach. No, I prefer people to be on Twitch personally. You get access to crowd control if you want to start claiming effects, or even start stockpiling your gold. It's up to you, but I'd much rather people be on Twitch personally. Yeah, spots me better, and you also get better quality as well out of Twitch, and that's only because YouTube literally sets those limitations. Even with me replying to people, I reply quicker on Twitch rather than YouTube, only because YouTube restricts it. Like, I've got the latency all the way down the bottom, so I'm giving YouTube the best they can get, but unfortunately Twitch is getting the better experience because of just because of Twitch, you know, because of their software and their hardware and whatever it is, you know. Like, I can't do anything more to help YouTube to be on par with the Twitch. Yeah. So we'll have a look. We'll go get the merchant out, which I have to do this again, and we'll see how much one legendary sphere costs. How much we'd get. So without the boosts, we're getting 4,520, and then with Palworld fragment, a single Palworld fragment is 200. We need, I know I did the maths on this somewhere. Well, actually no, with the full boost you get 6,328 power spheres. I swear I did this somewhere. Where? No? I guess not. Come on, Bomb. You did this somewhere. You know you did. Did I put it on a spreadsheet maybe? That's weird. Okay, so we need for I think it was one sphere I was doing it with. So for, you need 10, I think it was 10 Palworld. Oh no, one sphere is 14 Palworld. Yeah, one sphere is 14 Palworld. There we go. So let's get the calculator out. So one sphere is 14 times that by 200 is 2,800, and we're selling this for 4,520. Now that's before the boosts. Now after the boosts, so I'll put all these guys away. I will go over to one of my other bases. I think it's this one here, and we'll go get our Yakumo, our sales team, and we'll see how much we can sell it all for. Was this it? No, it wasn't. It was the other base. Oh, rip. I should really label these bases. I mean, I wish I could. I wish you could rename the bases. Like, just allow us to rename the bases, please. All right, our Yucky boys. Yucky boys, come and help me sell some spheres. We might as well buy a whole bunch of food while we're here. Like, since we got the sale team, we'll go buy a whole bunch of food because I want to replace salad. I don't want to use salad anymore. I'm done with salad. I'm over salad. Salad is a thing of the past. We're moving on to a more viable food. Nah. Okay, so 120 for Palworld fragments. So this go 120 times that by, was it 14, is 1,680. And then to sell a single legendary sphere is 6,328. What food are you switching to? I will switch to fried chickpea. I was thinking of grilled lamb bowl because it's going to cost me less. It's going to be less gold, I believe. It's buying less stuff because flour takes a bit of time to produce. Like, you've got to buy the flour and then you've got to turn the flour. So you got to buy the wheat and turn the flour into wheat. So turn the wheat into flour. You have to buy the wheat and turn the wheat into flour. I was going to go low lamb ball, but it only slightly increases the work speed. So I think it's not quite as high as what you would get with your fried chickpea. Everything there you can buy. Fried chickpea, you can buy the chickpea poultry, you can buy the wheat, the egg, and the high quality power oil. That's not a problem. And that is why I'm transitioning into that. Because you're going to get a sanity decreases slower, and then you also, your work speed increases higher. Whereas salad, it only increases your work speed. Nutrition of 84 and sanity of 11. Whereas you get nutrition of 208 and a sanity of 14. Now, on the flip side of that, it doesn't necessarily mean fried chickpea is going to be better, because if, say, the buff doesn't last very long, you might want your powers to go back. But at the same time, when it comes to Astagon, you really want Astagon's sanity to drop really slow. As slow as you possibly can. Because their sanity will just go gone. You need to have buffs from Shroomer, maybe even 2 Shroomers at condensed to 4 stars to really get Astagon to not to lose as much sanity while they're mining. And it's the same thing with Yomatide over here. Their sanity will drop pretty quick. Saying that, they're not boosted by a 4-star Shroomer. I think it's a 1-star or no star Shroomer that's boosting them right now. But yeah, you use what you got. I was going to say something else, and I think you all know what I would say. But yeah. Okay, so as far as Palladium's concerned, I think I'm going to do that because you still make your money back. And what you're paying for is productivity. So adding an extra 2 ranches in breeding farms. You're adding an extra 2 breeding farms. Or, on the other hand, you're making more gold because you're buying Palladium. So, like, you're either making more gold by mining more, or you're making more Palladium. Okay, what's going on here? Who's not assigned to what? Okay, let's assign all these Astagons. So I need to prioritize the mining of the ore first. There's one meant to be on a sulfur mine because they're all split into random things at the moment. Yo, that should be about it. I think it's the patch screwed with my Astagon. So now they're all over the show. Yeah, the crushers are good. The logging site is good. Now, as far as removing powers is concerned, if I'm going to do that to this base, let me get rid of that. Cool. Okay, so if I'm going to have less Astagons, what I might do is I may even take it a step further and I get rid of take away 2 stone nodes, because right now I've only got 3 going at the same time. I might limit that to 2 stone, and I'll leave all the nodes there anyway. There's no point changing them up, but have 2. I'll keep 1 coal, 1 sulfur. That's more than enough for what I'm doing at the moment. Get rid of, so that's already 1 Astagon freed up from the stone. Get rid of 2 Astagon from the ore. Leave 4 ore going at the same time. And then I can also get rid of my Frostallion. Frostallion will not be needed anymore. And we'll see what happens with Orzerk. Because if I find that the Orzerks are fine and I don't need so many Orzerks, and I can just leave 2 going, because you can see now they're not really doing anything. Now they are not condensed. Eventually, I'll only need 1 Orzerk. Ooh, can I condense them now? That's the question. Ooh. Because I was breeding a whole bunch of... Oh. We're gonna be able to condense the Ozark. Wait, are they already condensed? They are. Never mind. Oh, never mind me. They are already condensed. Holy crap. Never mind. You know what? Let's get Nozak out of here. So now I've gotten... Okay, so... Like, I can always have 5. I can swap that Orzhok for another Astragon. So I'll have 5 ore nodes. Keep 2 stone. Obviously we got Orzhok, Shroomer, and then sulfur and ore, which leaves us, hold on, no, that's 5 ore, 2 stone, Orzhok, Shroomer, sulfur, ore, coal. Okay, so that's 11. Oh yeah, okay, so we get 4 free. Yeah, we got 4 free. Yeah, that's 4 free. Okay, well this put that to the test now. Okay, so we'll get rid of this one here. Ooh, what was that? Oh wait, that's right. I thought, what's happening here? Oh no, they're all stuck. They're gonna have to bring some medicine with me when I do my next raid. They are starving. Okay, so I'll sort all these pals out. I know, engaging stuff, but we're about to revolutionize our base. Completely just flip it on its head. That's what we're about to do. So I was gonna get rid of 3 Astragon. No, 2. 1, 2. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of these, or this ore mine here, this ore mine here. Yeah. I have less ore income, but on the other hand, we'll have more breeding because, oh my god, breeding is crazy. And hopefully we'll end up, yeah, because like, oh man, the breeding is just insane in this game. It's just ridiculous. Okay, 1 and 2. Cool. And then I'm gonna get rid of a stone pit. Why? Okay, hold on. Oh, stone pit. Stone pit. Cool, I've got 2 stone pits. I can delete 2 of them. We will... Actually, I might keep these 2 here. I like how they're set up. Okay, so I'll get rid of that one, that one. I will get rid of that one, and I'll rebuild it. And I fired a grenade launcher instead of grapple. Okay, Astragon, excuse me please, but I kind of need you to get out of the way. No, he's not going to do it, is he? Can I put it here with Astragon there? No, I can't. It sucks. I shouldn't have gotten rid of it. What a shame. Unfortunately, there's a lot of Astragons just wandering around the place, not knowing what to do. Earth them! Maybe they know what they're doing, but what I'll do is I'll just recall all the Astragons, start off fresh. Because if I keep... Yeah, otherwise I'm just going to make a mess of things. Cool. Alright, let's go get a stone pit. Throw a stone pit down there. Okay, so there is a bit of a gap. There's naturally a gap. Alright, 8. Okay, so we got 4 ore nodes, 2 stone. I could even shift the stone again. Maybe I should shift, because I gotta think where the breeding farm's gonna go. Because I could even make downstairs all for breeding. Oh, to be honest, the breeding farms will probably fit there. It's only 2 breeding farms. It's not that crazy. And then I'll get rid of all the refrigerated crushers. Because at the end of the day, I can always move the refrigerated crushers elsewhere if I need to. I can move them to another base if it's required. Yeah. Alright, cool. Sweet, refrigerated crushers, you're fired. A little about like Vom was on his second day at work. It still baffles me even now. It's like, what the fuck? But then like someone was explaining it to me when I was going for another interview. And he's like, well, yeah, they've got to match their overheads and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm well aware of that. But if you've got a problem with the way somebody's working, you might want to have a conversation with them just to give them a shot first. Not just go, see ya, bye, bye. And you're like, what? Just takes you off guard completely. You're like, what? Fuck? Okay. All right, see ya. I guess. All right, so mining nodes, sulfur, or I've got to make sure I keep all the starred astagons. Oh, I do not want to keep that starred astagon on a stone pit. Because obviously, like, the stone pit doesn't take very long to max out. Cool. This Orzerk, I'm going to take him off that power generator. So now he's going to manage both of them. Surely he'll be able to keep up with both. As far as food is concerned, they've got their own food here. How is that going? So yeah, that's what I put in there originally, was grilled lamb ball. I've got an insane amount of salad. Insane amount of salad, because I just went bananas on it at one point. Okay, so that's got no... I don't understand why that's got no power capacity. Nocturnal Orzerks. I will probably breed them at some point. Because that Orzerk only has to power this oil now. It doesn't have to power the refrigerated crushers anymore. That's now been removed. I don't need them to power that. The refrigerated crushers will now only be used to crush souls into the smaller variants. Like large souls into medium and the medium to small. Yeah, okay. So some of this stuff I kind of brainstorm myself, because I'm like, all right, like what am I doing here? What am I doing here, Bomb? Like, is this the right idea? And yes, absolutely. Because now what I can do is say I want to move all my Frostallions here. Now all my I mean, I probably won't move the Frostallions here, but it'll also give me more of a reason to come to the space more often if I'm breeding. I kind of wish I had all the Astagons down here though. Maybe that's a future project that we can take in, is moving all the Frostallions down here. Alright. Okay, so I don't know, but so far I don't think there's any issues. If it's going to be any issues, it'll probably be with say, oh no, okay, so we know the grapple glider still works. What other bug do we typically have? I'm just trying to think, because all the powers work fine. We've got no problem there. I wonder if it's, how far are we through? We might be getting close. We might be close enough to do an oil rig run. Just leave it for a little bit longer. I don't want to make it too soon. Now I've got to think of what powers I want to breed there. Because Frostallions, I don't know if I want to do Frostallion there just yet. I think it's a little bit too soon. Because I want to really be breeding powers that I'm going to need for the long term. So I could start my Yomantide. Better never mess with Grapple Glider. Yeah, oh, I agree. I love Grapple Glider. They should never get rid of that. It's like, even like I'm currently working on making a new player guide, and that it's going to revolve around that. Like if I was starting from scratch, I wouldn't even bother getting a flyer. I'd get a good land mount that has a double jump ability, and then just that's it. And then that gets me to places, and then the grapple glider just gets me around everywhere. Sometimes having a flyer is good. Sometimes you'll have to scale cliffs. So you maybe have a van worm or something. Something that you can use for combat. All right. I don't know what I was doing here. I think I was about to buy a whole bunch of ingredients. We'll just go buy a whole bunch of ingredients. Get everything we need. Ready. Start. Oh my god, I don't have any gold. Get everything we need to start. Wait, what happened to all my gold? Where did Von leave his gold? He's got so much of it. He doesn't know where he puts it all. Yeah, there's a few bugs in the game I'd love to just leave. Because it's like, yeah, there's no reason to remove it. Oh, we're actually out of carbon. Usually carbon isn't what I'm running out of. Usually it's cement. So, because carbon you can just make a ridiculous amount. You just spam it. And like, that's why I had to get rid of coal. Like get rid of, so, because I had multiple powers generating coal all at once. And now I've got over 200,000. I'm like, okay, well, there's no more. I don't need any more. And I'm still generating more because I know I will need it. But for the meantime, I do. Yeah, so carbon fibers have been made. We've got plenty of cement. And we're going to sell all these legendary spheres. So if you haven't seen this before, if you haven't got your own gold farm, go to your power merchant. And then I've got 6,000 legendary spheres. I'm going to keep... I think I'm going to keep... I'm going to keep... Oh, I better keep up. I better keep that 300. 390 is probably enough. 5,800. There we go. We got 37 million. Awesome. That might be enough for what we're after. They fixed something I'm pretty happy with. Trees will still grow through. See, I read that and I was like, when is this happening? Like, when is this happening? Because I'm on PC, that doesn't happen to me. And I was like, that's pretty funny. Like, it would get annoying because you'd want to assign powers to certain activities and they keep mining, or they keep harvesting trees, and you're just like, what are you doing, mate? Like, can you please cut it out? Whereas for me, the biggest issue I was having was with the compass wasn't showing my my little pins that I was putting around the place, because whenever I do like caves and stuff, I always have pins down. Yeah, and that wouldn't show that. It was an inconvenience. Thank you for the follow, Mitch Damarian. Thank you very much. How is your week going? Happy Friday, everyone. Cheers. I hope your Friday. I hope your week's been amazing. Oh, there's always a good reason for me to have a beverage at the end of the day. So this is how I go out and just buy things. I just sit there, spam until I've got roughly 10,000, and then I roll from there. However, wheat, on the other hand, I need like heaps more wheat. Like wheat, oh my god. Going pretty good? That's great. I'm glad it's going pretty good for you. I'm having an amazing day. Like, I woke up this morning and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I didn't get the job I wanted. So be it. I'm not gonna let it ruin my day. So I had a nice day playing some Borderlands 2 on my own. Just chilling out, vibing, having some nice rock and roll music going on in the background. It was great. And yeah, ended up having an early dinner. There was like a little bit of a McDonald's special going on. Had that. That was really nice. 10 more minutes. I'm checking the oil rig, see if it's bugged or not. Sounds good. I'll do the same. When you go do yours in 10 minutes, I'm gonna go do the same. I wouldn't mind testing it out for myself as well. Because yeah, if it's bugged, Oh my god. That would be pretty, that would be a big one. That would be a very big one. But hey guys, yeah, the rig's bugged. It's a buggy rig. Alright, cool. We got all the flour going. I'm gonna leave that flour there so it doesn't spoil. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that flour there so it doesn't spoil. Just to confirm, I did open the big chest. Okay, yeah, cool. No, I figured you'd had opened the big chest. I'm not, yeah, like, I just assumed, like, yeah, big chest is definitely what you opened up. I know, you're not silly, don't worry. I know that. Okay, yeah, so, oh man, 10,000 fried chickpea. Woo! I should really have that at the other base. Okay, let's see if we can, how much we can make. Oh, one thing I do want to do to this base. So all these cooking locations, I want to move them, and I want to do this big line of them, because now it's getting to the point. This doesn't have enough space, but also I don't like the fact that everything's spoiling. So a good way to work around that, this vacant space right here could just be cooking, like rows of cooking. And it's just like, it's a max stack cooking. It's similar to what I'm doing here, but on a much larger level. Here, I'll like have wheat, stacks of wheat, preset, already ready to go. It's been maxed. It won't spoil. And then if I do the same thing with the cooking, I can have like one row of maxed out of that chickpea, of maybe not cakes, because cake's not a problem, but say mozzarella hamburgers, you know, like for combat raids. If it's bugged, I might just start a new world, because, and essentially I'm just grinding legendary schematics in my current world. Yeah, I prefer the early game over the end game. Early game is so much more fun. Like if you're just looking for fun, and I find almost every game to be the same, early game's way better compared to endgame. Okay, so one flour, so we need twice as much flour compared to egg and everything else. And then we just need chickpea poultry. I actually threw out all my chickpea poultry and sent it to be grinded a while back. So I'm just like, said to be all be cooked into like kebabs, and I was like, oh, what did I do that for? I mean, I'd love to have a kebab right now. Oh my fucking god, that just sounds amazing to me. But yeah, I was a little bit. Why did I do that for? Why did you do that for, Vom? That's so silly of you. Okay, so come back here. So this guy here, he'll sell you lamb mutton and chickpea poultry. So we'll buy 10,000 of that. So with this, we should be able to make 10,000 chickpea poultry. That's about one stack. And then we'll put it over in the base where the Astagon are. Maybe actually I'm gonna go so far as to make, I'm gonna buy 20,000. We'll buy 20,000 of this, I think. That's gonna be a safer choice. Because we don't need it at the other bases at all. Like the other bases are only designed for breeding and then collecting fruit. So it's more the Astagons that need it more than anything else. Actually, I'm gonna go further. I'm gonna make it 30,000. Here in a few days, I probably won't be playing much anyway. Stardew 1.6 is coming to console. Ooh, nice. My mate just got Stardew Valley on the Switch. Not that I'm gonna try to stream it or anything like that, but maybe at some point I might give it a crack. But it's from what I've seen, it's a very cozy game. Very cozy. So I hope you enjoy that. Hopefully you enjoy that, Isaac. It's it's like what was the other one? There was another one that was made for the Switch. Yeah. It's cozy, but there's also so much grind for it. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. See, I've never played it. so I'm not gonna know. It's a little bit like Palworld. Like, I've played Palworld. I know there's a lot of grind in that, and it's very cozy. And I'm actually surprised there's more people watching that on Twitch than they are watching Palworld. And I'm like, I know why. And that's why I'm like, with these Halloween skins, I kind of wish they brought that over to Twitch, because it would have, I would have encouraged more people to go watch Twitch. You know, like, it would have helped out the content creators, you know. But it's what they've chosen to do, and that's fair enough. That's their choice at the end of the day. Okay, so I think I got how much? Okay, we'll get up to 10,000. I'm just gonna quickly have a look to see how much chickpea poultry I actually got. 1, 2. So we got 30,000. So I'm actually gonna need more than that, because that's about 30,000 wheat. I'm gonna need double that. Pretty sure. Need another 30,000. See if I can blitz this out quickly. But yeah, this is how you farm everything endgame in Palworld. 30,000 at a time, yeah. What I need to do is I need to work on one of the mods I have. One of the mods will allow me to buy more at a time. So what I want to do is I want to change this so it'll allow me to buy 100,000 at a time, instead of like, or even 10,000 at a time would be better, without removing the sales. So all it does is like, I only have to do this 3 times and it'd be ideal. Like 10,000 would be more than enough. But you don't need to go too crazy. All it is a number at the end of the day. But yeah, 1,000 a time. Oh my god. Okay, so that's 60,000 of that. We've got... Actually, I don't even think I needed that much wheat, but whatever. More wheat, the better. And we'll probably do another 20,000 egg. Ooh, hold on. So I got a bidding. Ooh, Clown just joined our Discord. I'm just going to swap over to the Gaming Boys channel as well, in case anyone wanted to join. You're more than welcome to. Yeah, so we'll get another 10,000 egg. That should be all I need. If I need to buy more, I can always just buy more. It's no problem. But yeah, you get this guy, you get this marketeer. There's, I think that's all your cake needs. So you've got egg, milk, berries, wheat. And then you've got, I'd say that's all your food. The only thing you're missing out on really is, oh, no. Sorry. High quality power oil, and power oil you can't get from this guy. So that's why you need the other one. But you get these 2 merchants and you've pretty much got everything you want in the game. All right. Ah, we also needed more high quality power oil, but that will get that one started, and that won't get that started. Sorry. We'll get more high quality power oil before everything spoils. Oh my god. No, not high quality power. We also need to get more wheat as well, so that Yawmatide's going to be going in overdrive. I think I'm going to have to upgrade that line as well, so Yawmatide is working more, you know. We need more. Oh. We need more mills. That's it, mills. Yeah, so sorry, I've lost track of what I was doing. There we go. We're getting this merchant. Top them out. Buying more high quality power. And that one, well, yeah, so we'll get, we need 30,000 high quality power. Happy Halloween, Kang. How is your week been, mate? I'm in Australia, so we don't really celebrate Halloween. Well, it's not an Australian tradition, even though a lot of people in Australia do celebrate it. What actually bugged me, and it actually bugged me, like bugged me hard. So I'm not like super like into Halloween, and So I know I'm already a little bit biased because it's how I was raised. And my father was always like, no, Halloween's an American tradition. No. We in Australia, we don't celebrate that. I'm like, okay. All right, mate. And I ended up incorporating that because, I don't know, Vom can be a bit stubborn at times. So I was like, you know, nah, it's an American tradition. But why the hell are people celebrating it the week before Halloween? It's like celebrating Christmas a week before Christmas. What are they doing? I don't even know if I need these things anymore. Because I think I had these. I don't need them for the souls. I had them for the fiber. I'm going to get rid of them. Yeah, Vietnam, we don't have Halloween either. I thought you have? Nah, not us, nah. Fortunately, we don't have Halloween. I mean, we do have people that knock on people's doors, but usually like what happens is, and I'm not sure what happens in other countries, these days, I already know what the cliche does. The cliche goes, oh, you just knock around people's doors and you go, happy Halloween, there we go. If anything, would have like a, say, you'd have your friends, your family, and you'd be like, hey, like, do you want to do Halloween with your kids or my kids? And then we just knock on each other's door at a certain time of the day. And then that's the crush I want to know. And we not like at a certain time we bring the kids over, we knock on your door, happy Halloween, and you just have the lollies ready to go. All rigor's good, just seemed like it was taking way longer than 30 minutes. All right, cool. No, as long as it's working, that's cool. I'm gonna be doing mine in a bit. I just got carried away with building as usual. And farming, because I was like, I want this done. Well, where you been? I haven't you haven't live in like 3 days. Okay, so I don't usually stream every day. Last week was an exception and I kind of went a little bit overboard with it. I usually only stream on the weekends. That's my scheduled stream. Everything else is out of schedule. And if I'm working, which I was working Tuesday, Wednesday, but then things didn't work out and then I had a few interviews to go to. Yeah, so I pretty much went to a job that was like, it seemed like they were happy with me. Like Tuesday I went in, seemed like they were pretty happy with me, all good. And then was it Wednesday arrived and they were like, they started stuffing me around with my job. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to do this around your job while you're working, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, all right, I'll do what I can. But at the end of the day, if I take longer, it's because of a delay. It's not because I've been working slow. Well, they saw like the office had cameras looking down at me and they saw what I did and like saw the amount of work I was putting out. And they thought of it as, oh, no, he's just not working hard enough. Get rid of him. He's slow, get rid of him. Not even a chance. Don't even give you a chance to even like look at the old recording. They just go, oh, that's our paperwork. That's the job he's on. Oh, that should be done already. Now get rid of it. And you're like, what? And I'm like, you know what? There's no point arguing it. Just move on. Move on and go, no, that company is not worth working for. There's better places out there to work for. And immediately, like the next job I came around to, and I started talking to the recruiter there, the person like hiring, doing the interview, and I already saw that, hey, this is the sort of company I want to work for. This is the sort of company I want to be at, like for a very long time. So I was like, hey, look, I'll lower my pay down to a level which is acceptable for my skill. I know I'm not the perfect employee, but you know you're gonna get someone who's gonna be there every day, and then skill up. He's not just gonna sit there and be useless. You need someone who's passionate, and they're like, all right, cool. So that part of the interview went well, but I don't think I've got the job. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I can always be pleasantly surprised. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah. Now, thank you, Kang, for the glasses. These, I picked these up on Thursday. And I am now just getting used to them. This is the first time in my life I've had to wear glasses only for reading, and anything that's close up to my face. The computer screen is like on the limit of how far you want these to be. It's on the limit. Like I take them off, and then I look and I'm like, okay, and I put them back on and I'm like, I don't know which one I should wear. It's more to limit eye strain. So I'm hoping it's going to take a while for me to understand which one's better. But as far as like looking at a phone that's close to my face, like I pull out my phone, have it this close, reading it, it helps with eye strain, and that's all it's there for. It's a very low prescription. But yeah, thank you though. Thank you. Oh yeah, I was a little bit hesitant. And anyway, we're gonna go off and do a oil rig run. I'm gonna bring some pals along to level them up. I'm always umming whether I bring pals along with me. I think, I'm not sure. Should I bring the Astegon? Because if I bring the Anubis, I could. If I bring the Anubis, I could potentially do I could do 2 raids at a time in the long run. Whereas if I bring the Astegon, nah, you know what? It's not even worth. See, it always gets to me. This stuff. It's like, do I bring him or do I not bring him? I'm gonna bring him. I'm gonna bring him. I want to get them up to level 54 at the very least. Have you tried the raid glitch? No. I'm a little bit hesitant on the raid glitch until I know for certain that I'm able to do the raids. I would rather avoid doing glitches. Like once I know I'm able to do a raid myself, like my first raid. So I don't want to do like a Plasma Ultra raid with a glitch. And then turn around and be like, hey, I can do Plasma Ultra. Oh, I beat him. When I can't actually beat him. That's me as a creator. Like if it was me playing solo, fuck, I'd be doing it. I'd be doing it big time. I'd be like, yeah, it's done, easy, glitch, sweet, great. But as a content creator, I'm like, I'd rather avoid it because I don't want to sit there and be like, yeah, I can do him. Oh, I can't do him anymore. This sucks. Like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, well, that's what it gets for being cautious. Yeah, but that's me. Like, yeah, if I was playing solo, fucking earth, I would do it. I'll be using glitches big time. Yeah, no. Me personally, I avoid glitches. It doesn't help my it doesn't help with my content creation in any way. It'd be alright if I was looking for glitches. If I was looking for a glitch, yeah, sweet. But I haven't really been looking for glitches lately. Apart from the building glitch, I looked into getting before it became a thing. I was doing some live streams before people even found like the glitches, and then people made YouTube videos on them while I was working, and I was like, fuck, I got to it too late. As that could have been the first. Oh well. But I did make videos on those anyway. Sweet. A bit Ashgon XP. Now, is the... Oh yeah, the chest is back there. Oh, excellent. That's what we want. Oh, I should have caught that. Oh, can I? Yes. He's got 100 IV to attack that Blaze Helmet. Oh, what's happening? Get in the sphere. Now, got a whole bunch of people coming down. Oh, and it didn't reload. That's okay. How's the raid glitch working out for you, Ken? Have you used it at all? Like, there's nothing wrong with using it. Like, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, like, okay, I'm just not gonna do it for me. But even when like buying materials first came out, like the glitch for turning nails into gold, when that glitch came out, I was like, no, I'm not doing this. But then like legendary power spheres were a thing, and I was like, yes, I like this. I like this. I'm a little bit gutted that I didn't figure that one out on my own. Because I could have been like, no, I got something better than nails. So if I looked into it back then, I'd have been like, sweet. And I probably need to do the same thing now. And I have. I know of a method which could actually outshine legendary power spheres. There's no point in me going into it. Because it's literally a money printer. Like, I know how to print money in Palworld. Oh, I gotta get used to this, having a headset on and the glasses, because I keep mucking around with them and I shouldn't touch them. It's actually getting a little bit irritating. I haven't tried the glitch yet. It's up to you. It's up to you, mate. Like, feel free to give it a crack. There's nothing wrong with trying out game mechanics. And I'm gonna call it a game mechanic. I'm not going to call it an exploit. Because at the end of the day, if it's in the game, go for it. It's not like it's an online MMO. Yeah, if it was an online MMO, it'd be a different story, but that'd have to be onto it quick to get rid of it. And if it was an online MMO, I'd be like, get in there, get into it. Everyone's doing it, get in there. You know? Get in there, mate. Everyone else is doing it. I remember when I used to play Elite Dangerous, I got into a glitch big time. It was like just a money-making glitch. I was like, hell yeah, I'll get into this. And I did. And then I had a few people telling me like, oh, I'm not getting into that. I don't like the quick garage quick schemes. And I'm sitting there going, it's not a scam, mate. It's not gonna destroy your account. You're not gonna lose your account. They're not gonna get rid of your account because you're using a get rich quick scheme. I kind of found it a little bit funny when I heard that. I was like, okay. Like that was in Elite Dangerous. That wasn't in Palworld. Okay, jump out. Now, in some ways, I actually preferred the grenade launcher. Most of it's just due to the reload. Yeah, see, like, getting around like this is ideal. What I was doing beforehand, I mean, not that, but yeah, what I was doing beforehand, well, it wasn't that great. You'd try it 1 or 2 times. Yeah, man, like, again, like, that's your... Ooh, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of that. And I might give that guy a bazooka. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely try out glitches on my test server. And I've been trying out more and more things on the test server. Of like, don't come this way. Like, go away. When I get those crushers coming after me when my shield's low, I actually get a little bit worried. I'm like, please stay away. Please. I can't handle it. It's too much for me. It's too much for a Friday. Man, I'm so glad I took a week off of this. Off power. Like, I didn't actually play it all week. Well, a little bit of it. But I'm glad I did. Like, sometimes you just need a break from your favorite games. You know? And just to kind of relax, have some you time. Like, man, I caught up on anime. I caught up. Like, there's some anime I haven't watched, but man, I really caught up on my anime. Like, Crunchyroll ran out of dubbed anime to watch. He's like, how dare you watch dubbed? Like, mate, I don't have the patience for stuff. I seriously don't have the patience for stuff. So yeah, I got through that pretty well. I was like, yeah, sweet. Got to the point that was, my favorite anime? Well, obviously, it's Attack on Titan would be up there as one of the best. My Hero Academia is #1 at the moment for me. But I love My Hero Academia. I really liked One Punch Man when it first came out, but like I don't know, like they haven't continued with the dub. I don't understand why. I think they didn't like the voice actors or something, or at least the fans didn't. I don't know what happened with that, but the dub didn't catch up to the second season, so I stopped watching it. You know, it just didn't happen. And now, like, a new season of Blue Flame Exorcist came out, and I was like, yes, this is what I want to watch. This is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be sick. It's like, and there's far more anime I'm waiting for it as well. Like the problem, like I love Overlord. Overlord's amazing. It is so good. So I'm waiting for the next season of that to come out. Pretty sure there will be another season because they haven't really finished it. One Piece is your favorite, and of course Attack on Titan. Yes. See, okay, my problem with One Piece is I'd have to start it from scratch to watch it. I love the live action. The live action was really good. Coming from someone who has only really watched the first season and then started to dabble in the second season of One Piece. My biggest issue with One Piece is just, man, there's so much to watch. It's like, I did the watch for Naruto when I was a teenager, when I was like, after I did like the full watch for like Dragon Ball Z and the like first maybe 5 seasons of Pokemon. And this was when I was 18. Oh, you binged it during COVID? That would have been the best time to binge it. Like if you weren't able to work during then, that's when you choose a show like that. That just goes on forever. And you just have it going in the background. I could totally do it. I could have it going in the background. I mean, I couldn't do it on Twitch or YouTube because I get copyright, but yeah, I wish I could. That'd be amazing. Like imagine that. You got Naruto or like One Piece going on in the background. And then you're just watching it for the sake of watching it, and then you're like, oh yeah, sweet. Just having it like another screen like in the top corner or something, and you just got like One Piece going on in the background. You just don't care. It'll be sick, but I'm just in there going, no, I don't want those copyright strikes. No thanks. Ooh, I shouldn't have shown. I'm in the middle of League of Legends match. Ooh, nice. How's it going? How's the League of Legends match going? I hope you win. Good luck, mate. I haven't played League of Legends at all. I am looking forward to season 2 of Arcane. Oh my god! Yes! I'm looking forward to that shit so bad! Like, you have no idea. Whew. And like, I'm gonna have to sit there and I have to watch it with my sister, because my sister loves Jinx. Like, she's like, my sisters are a little bit into the anime, not as much as me. But like, my little sister, she loves Jinx. And I'm sitting there going, yes. I might have to drive over and go see her just to watch, just binge that season with her. Maybe to a point though. Like there will be a point where it's too much, but at least like start the first episode with them. You know, be like, hey, let's watch the first episode together and see what happens. And then maybe watch like the first episode and the last episode together. I think that'd be sick. It's gonna suck though, because you'll get to the last episode and you'll be like, oh, I want to watch the rest. You're like, oh my god. That's if it's really good. Oh man. Ooh, oh my. Yeah, I was the only watch dubbed of Naruto. Like this is like, I used to have a hard time with Naruto because I would always watch dubbed. And this was before I got Crunchyroll. I think it was Funimation, Anime Lab, and then I went Crunchyroll. I finally had to settle for Crunchyroll because like Anime Lab and Funimation, they both had heaps of dub, and they had dub on there that Crunchyroll didn't have. But then when Funimation and Anime Lab went to the shitters, they were just like, Anime Lab ended up transferring my subscription over to Funimation. Oh, sweet. But then I kind of got fucked over with Funimation, because then it's just like, no, we're done. And I had to go over to Crunchyroll. Now, they might still be around now, but like it was actually becoming a problem. because they were just kind of screwing us over. So like when it came to Naruto, like I was kind of in between them all, and then I had to wait for the dub to finally come out with Shippuden, like not to come out but to catch up, because mate, it took so long for the dub to finally catch up with that. And then when I watched it, I was kind of disappointed. I was like, really? Out of all this time, this is what I was waiting for? And then Boruto came out. I waited for the dub for that. And again, I was so disappointed. I'm like, this is shit. And I like, what the hell is this crap? And I was like, look, the problem is like, okay, a lot of the issues Naruto had from the very beginning, when it came to developing it, obviously it wasn't really around anymore. They fixed all that, but Boruto had so many more issues because it was more modern. And the writing was up shit's creek. They just wanted to make money off the franchise and without putting any effort into the writing. Now, I'm not sure if the manga's any better, but I was like, far out. So upset about that. And like Dragon Ball Daima, like at first I didn't think much of it. I thought it was just like random episodes or something. I didn't think much of it, but now I'm like, no, this is an actual thing. And I'm sitting there going, should I even start this? Like I feel like I'm all Dragon Ball out, like done with Dragon Ball. And I saw other things that incorporate a little bit of GT into it, like with the forms. And I'm sitting there going, all right, okay. And then it's like, got like little Goku again, and I'm like, okay. So I don't even know if it's actually little Goku or a different version of Goku. I never watched GT. I watched Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Well, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Obviously you have to watch Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball by far I prefer Dragon Ball over Dragon Ball Z. Which is weird because you don't even get the Super Saiyan forms. I just found it more entertaining. It was easier to watch because it's like every episode was something different. Whereas Dragon Ball Z was just like, okay, it's the same thing again still. Like the Dragon Ball Z, I actually started to enjoy more. And you're all gonna think, okay, Vom, your taste in anime is shocking. It is so bad. What the fuck, man? That's what you're gonna think when I'm about to say this. Dragon Ball Z started to get better. The Cell games was really good. I enjoyed the Cell games. Like once they got past a lot of the filler, a lot of the rubbish, but it definitely got better. It started to get better in like the peacetime periods around Gohan in high school. Gohan in high school, I actually enjoyed that. Like him teaching Videl how to fly when you had like Goten hanging around being a little shit. Just like, and then you had like the introduction to I'm a support main, currently ranked master. Okay, yeah, cool. I have no idea how high ranked master is, but being a support main is pretty awesome though. Like it definitely takes a lot of work being a support, like in any game, really. Like I do apologize, I don't know enough about League of Legends. Definitely a good game. I'm gonna have to give it the praise it deserves. It definitely deserves praise. It's withstand the test of time. And that's saying a lot coming from Vomakith. There are some games that would have withstood the test of time, and they, at the end of the day, they go into like a certain class, you know, like World of Warcraft that has withstood the test of time. Is it as big as it used to be? Hell no, no way. It's never going to be as big as it used to be. But it's got some die-hard fans who can tell you that now. Not that I'm ever going to get into World of Warcraft. No thanks. Those die-hard fans, far too toxic. But when it comes to like League of Legends, stuff like that, That's all. I'm gonna put that on a similar level. Might not be granddaddy level like World of Warcraft, but it's that level. Yeah, the game is pretty good. It is, yeah. And like the fan base that comes out of it, just the inspiration and the art, and then you've also got this TV show that's come out. Arcane is amazing, and it doesn't. To me, I watch it from the point of view of someone who's never played League of Legends, and it's amazing. I think it's amazing, and I'm like, well, does it get me to want to play League of Legends? No, doesn't do that for me at all. But I can't deny that it's not an amazing show. I'd be lying. I'd be lying and trying to trigger everyone if I said it wasn't an amazing show, and it is. It is amazing. Okay, so we've got some bosses we can go farm as well after this. So I think I've got everything I need. We're gonna put the Ring of Mercy on. We'll swap it out for ability glasses because there are some rings I need to farm. I need to go after the Dinosaur Lux. I'm also going to go after the Memorist. Oh, and we also need to farm Malpaka Crest for their rings. Because I need to go through and collect all the rings. The resistance rings. Because going forward into the future, you're going to need those rings. Like, if the tower bosses require you to have these rings, I can guarantee you will need these rings going forward into raids. Like, I bet you the splash damage that will happen over time, it will start to become a little bit ridiculous. Because I was doing the raids earlier, and I'm sitting there going, these raids really aren't that bad. But I can definitely see what will happen. I don't know why I wasn't just flying through a jet dragon. Yeah, I can definitely see what's gonna happen in the long run. Okay, no, let's just go with Dragon Breath. Don't know why I'm using this guy. I could just be using my rocket launcher. I might just do that. Rocket launcher or grenade launcher? Grenade launcher, definitely more fun. I just love the sound. I love the sound of the grenade launcher. Boom, boom, boom. Such a nice sound. There we go. Dinosaur. Let's get some fragments out of that. That kind of hurt. But obviously didn't get into our shields. Didn't really get into our health, so. Cool. Alright. We got ourselves another Dinosaur Lux that we can sacrifice for their rings. Yeah, like if I can obviously get a ring, a lightning ring, without going too crazy into Orzhok early, I'll be happy. Like eventually I'll end up farming a whole bunch of rings. Though I'd rather do it once I'm actually trying to pass Holy Burst and everything onto an Orzhok. You know, like at the moment I'm trying to pass Holy Burst with all the passives onto an Anubis. Start there and then start passing everything onto the next powers. And that's why breeding is so important. That's why I had to make room in the mining base for more breeding, because I just don't have enough breeding going on. Okay, so what do we have next? So we've done some Lux. We'll go do Hanking Crest. And then, so I watched the time. I'd say probably another half an hour. No, another 15 minutes. We'll go do another oil rig run. Because yeah, there's like, see now we've got what blueprints do we need next? We need I think we always get the quartz here as well. There's also a nice little cluster that you can get. So we need the Gatling gun. We've got the flamethrower, and then the armors. There's okay, sorry. There's more armors than I thought. So we got out of armor. We've got 3 helmets. That's 4. So we got 7 and 6. Yeah, sorry, I had to think about that. I think it's six blueprints we gotta get. from that. Yeah, from that loot pool. Obviously, like when the next major content comes, like once you get epic, that's more than enough. That's more than enough. Because once you get epic, like that's enough. Like then by the time the next patch comes out, like you can obviously get all those resources later. All right, let's farm up these. Yeah. So Astagon's not going to help us in any way with this quartz, so there's no point using Astagon. But mining foreman would help. Why didn't that damage it? There we go. Okay, you know what? We're not going to bother with the quartz. Not without having our mining crew here. So, more Bellinor Libero shards. We might do some raids later as well. But yeah, we definitely proved that, hey, like it takes me a second to think of the words I was going to use for what I was going to say. Yeah, so the ore rig definitely is resetting since the patch happened. That's not a problem. Do I need a fire ring? Maybe. I think that's how we get the fire ring. I might, no, do I have the fire ring? No, I don't have the fire ring. So we should be doing Suzuki. And I don't think there's a neutral ring. I need to write down which powers I need to collect for each. What am I doing now? I'm collecting +2 rings. While I'm waiting for the ore rig to respawn, I'm waiting for +2 rings. I will be doing a little bit of breeding in a sec. So Memorest drops the +2 ring for Ring of Resistance for the grass powers. I'm only doing this because like I'm not gonna. I was breeding up Memorest. I think I still am to like get it from the boss powers, but at the same time, if I've got a power here, I might as well just go do it when I've got time while waiting for like times to reset. I think Suzaku drops a ring as well. I'm just gonna have a quick look. Let's have a look here. Swap over so you can see what I'm doing. Oh look. Look at the news, guys. This is the news that pops up my end of the sticks. Okay, farm drops. No, not farm drops. Yes, the grass ring. That's the one. Not farm. Item drops. So ring of fire. Ring. No. No. I'm wearing glasses, and yet for some reason I'm having a hard time looking at all this. Maybe the glasses aren't helping. Okay, why don't I just go ring? Can't spin. Yeah, fire ring of resistance 2. Alpha powers Faurus and Yulmatite Ingus. Yes, they do. Let's have a look. So, obviously, Faurus and Ingus, Flame Ring of Resistance 2. That's there. We'll go back into the game again. And I'll show you. Because, yeah, no, like, you definitely need these when you're versing the hard bosses. Like, versing the hard bosses, it does make it a lot easier. You could have and they offer a better resistance against those elements than what the amulet does. So the defense pendant I think offers like a 30% resistance. Don't quote me on that one, but I think it's around 30%. The rings, however, so the water ring of resistance 2 will be like a 35%. You get an extra 5% out of it. It helps. So I've got the water ring of resistance, the earth ring of resistance. So that's Yomantide and then Anubis. You farm their bosses, or you can breed their bosses, and then you can melt them down. You can butcher them. So what I'll do with the powers I just caught then, yeah, the 3 powers I just caught then, I'm going to go ahead and butcher them. In case I can get a ring. If I can get a ring now, it saves me breeding him in the future. I don't even know if they got good IVs or not. It's too late now. No, and no. No rings. But there's like a 1% chance of that ring dropping. See, even Ring of Dragon Resistance 1. There's like a dragon resistance ring as well. What else have we got? Like, you definitely want to farm up these rings. So you've got the water. Okay, so we don't have a fire resistance ring. Obviously, that's Falris and Yormantide Ingus. Yormantide Ingus, I will be reading up Yormantide Ingus. I'll probably work on that after I'll be working on passing everything over onto Yormantide Ingus once this Anubis is done. And then obviously Yormantide is going to get that as well before Ingus does. So we'll dump everything off and we'll go check our breeding farm next. Oops, that was not meant to go in there. I was meant to go in here. I don't think I can craft these meds yet. No, I can't. See, that's the biggest issue, is these mushrooms. At the end of the day, if it wasn't for the mushrooms being such a pain in the ass, because they expire so quickly. Okay, so I need one more mushroom and I'm good to go. Yeah, if they didn't expire so fast, we wouldn't have a problem. I would never. What about Yakumo? What's the skill on Yakumo's name? So Yakumo, I'm gonna assume you're talking about his partner skill, Birds of a Feather. When fighting together, it becomes easier to encounter powers with the same passive skill as this power. So obviously this one's got Noble Fine Furs. I haven't got this one starred. However, I do have a handful of DPS Yakumo, so Serenity, Impatient, Muscle Head. This one's actually got a Holy Burst on there. That's 4 stars. That's condensed to 4 stars. So that'll pass on those 3 passives pretty well. The one with the big for one for big hitbox bosses. Holy Burst. That's what you want, Holy Burst. You can get it off Yakumo, Lulu. You can get it off Yakumo. You can get it off Lulu. You can also get it off Saline. Saline, you'll actually get it off at a lower level. I believe it's around level 20, 25, somewhere around there. You'll get Holy Burst from. So it's up to you. If you've got like a level 20 Saline from breeding, you can just grab it off that. Otherwise, go Lulu. Lulu, you get it from level 30, so it's going to have less skills to pass on. Otherwise, just use a Yakumo. Any power does the trick. Okay, so we're going to dump all our stuff into here. And we're going to head over to our breeding bases. Yeah. First breeding base. And these glasses are going to take me such a long time for me to get used to them. And I have to tilt my head back further as well to drink, because it hits the glasses and you're like, oh, don't scratch the glasses, the brand new glasses. Oh my god. And it's something someone who's never worn glasses in their life is like will understand. Like I didn't understand it till now. Yeah, the Holy Burst, you can collect it as a fruit. No, you cannot. You have to do it for breeding. Or you have to breed its passives on the skill. Yeah, so you have to breed Holy Burst from one power to another. You have about a 50% chance to breed Holy Burst onto a power when it's its only active skill. Like if it's the only active skill that power, the parent power has, then you've got about a 50% chance to the baby to inherit it. If you have both parents of Holy Burst, well, you have a pretty good chance of passing it down. A very good chance. It's almost guaranteed, because, well, the problem with that is every power at level 1 comes with an ability. So it's like, well, now you've got a 50% chance, because if you got 2 parents, say 2 Anubis, they both at level 1 come with 2 abilities. They'll now have a 50% chance to pass on Holy Burst because you've got 2 parents. Or something like that. But yeah, Holy Burst at the end of the day is the only ability you should be passing on to every single pal. If you're going to breed for 100 IVs and you're going to breed for your perfect passives, everyone has their own combinations that they prefer to use. I use Legend, Musclehead, Serenity, Impatient on all my pals. Every single one of them. I'd rather have a higher cooldown than higher damage. That's how I see it. Musclehead, Legend, and Serenity you use on every single pal. I don't see why you wouldn't, unless that pal, unless it's like a legendary pal or something you can't, like a Saline, you obviously can't breed Legend onto a Saline, but you can give it Musclehead, Serenity, and Patience still. So then you just swap it out with another passive. Maybe put Ferocious on there or something, you know, like. And obviously with the raid powers, you use it to correspond with the damage you're actually dealing. And then obviously with Saline, you can get Holy Burst, but with some of the other raid powers you can't. Right, Holy Burst on. Why are you hatching eggs so far? Why am I hatching eggs so fast, or how am I hatching eggs so fast? I've got 2 different mods helping me out with this. And I've also got insta hatching on, because I've only got so much time in my life, and unfortunately Palworld, and then with like trying to do YouTube videos, I've only got so much time in my life. Okay, how? Yeah. So yeah, as I said, I've got 2 mods running at the same time. One mod gets rid of the pop-up, and another mod gets rid of the hold F. It gets rid of that, so instead it's insta does it. Yeah, no, I don't have to because of the mod I've got. So there's a mod. I'll show you the mod. I can actually do crazy things with this mod, right? On here, let's see, can I? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so this mod here, so crop harvest, I can if I activated this, I've got to harvest crops infinitely and immediately. So I just press F and it just goes craft. But if I scroll down, you can modify the time required to press F when hatching an egg in the incubator with this mod. I'll put it down to 0, and I turn it on. So now it takes 0 seconds. So all I do is I go up to this incubator here, press F, enter, put an egg in, it's hatched, I press F again. And then I just double tap F. I get into this, I double tap F, and it brings the whole thing back up again. So much faster. Like, what's the point of insta hatching if you can't do this? I brought this mod into effect when I had my huge tower of incubators. Before I had insta hatching and I was waiting 4 hours for these eggs to hatch, I had this huge tower and I was like, if I have this whole line of eggs and I can hatch them just by pressing F, I'll do it. And if I ever add insta hatching, it's going to help me as well, because I'm just going to be able to double tap F and it's done. I've tried looking at other mods to help me out with this, but this is definitely the mod to get. Like, when it comes to breeding, you have to do so much breeding in this game. This definitely helps a huge amount. Okay, so before I move on anywhere else, I'm gonna go collect all my Anubis. The first thing I'm gonna need is I'm gonna have to travel back to my base, go get my glasses. Should put my glasses on. And start sorting out all these Anubis. And I'll put the Ring of Mercy back. I'm probably gonna regret. Oh no, I won't regret it because I'm not after the meteors anymore. I did reset the meteor timer back from 30 minutes to an hour, so meteors aren't going to spawn as frequently as they were. I think I did that. Pretty sure I did that. I changed the timer for the meteors because at this point it'd be just being an annoyance. Okay, so with these Anubis, let's see now. So I've got Anubis with. I'm pretty much looking for Anubis with triple hundreds. I'm just gonna look for Anubis with nothing but 100 IVs. With Holy Burst. As long as you got 100 IVs with Holy Burst, I'm happy. Yeah, I hate that you have to hold hatch. I mean, I know that how the end game is, but it should. Yeah, I don't understand why they have it. I understand why they have it. It's because if you're playing a multiplayer, if you go to hatch a friend's eggs, they are now your eggs. But all you have to do is drop the power. Done. Go, oh, sorry, mate. I hatched your eggs by accident. Drop the power. Done. Drop the power. Give it to them. You're finished. If they're your mates, all sweet. If they are not your mates, why play with them? If you can't trust your fellow, your fellow tribe mates, then why? That's how I see it. That's just me. That's just Vomakith. And it's so much easier when you're just looking for 100 IVs. You can just sit there, look at the potential, and just go through and be like, oh, look at that. That's a really good one. Look at that. Musclehead, Serenity, Legend, Impatient, Holy Burst, triple IVs. That is our raid Anubis. That's our raid Anubis. That is our raid Anubis. We got it. Female raid Anubis right there. Number 1. Lock that in. Shinubis is now her name. She. And then, oops, and then not Shinubis. I'm gonna use it as an I instead of an U. Light, but yes, it's definitely a Shinubis. This is what Light said in Discord, by the way, gang. Light Discord, oh sorry, not Discord, Twitch. Light in Twitch, like Shinubis, and I'm like, yes, Shinubis. Yeah, Type, I know you're good. Whew, that is perfect. That's what we're looking for. Holy Burst. That's the passives I want. Whether you want that or not is up to you. That's the passives I want. I think it's the best. I would only swap that up. The Impatient for Ferocious if I really wanted to, but I don't. I think it's harder to get Impatient on there and keeping Impatient on there. If you're going to use Ferocious, it'd probably be easier for breeding, because for some reason the game decides to prioritize. I feel like the game prioritizes gold passives over shaded passives, but whatever. I mean, that's the game. That's what the game decides. Shinubis. Okay, yeah. So I'm only after triple hundreds at this point. Like, that's a triple 100, but it's only got Vanguard. I'm not interested in that. I've got better than that. Oh. Oh, no, it's missing Holy Burst. See, this is what I mean. There's a 50% chance, because all those Anubis I've got down there have either Stone Blast, all of them have Stone Blast, and all of them have Holy Burst. So it's either you're going to get Stone Blast or you're going to get Holy Burst. This one got Stone Blast. So it's already got Stone Blast, so it gets nothing. I haven't tried to breed for Holy Burst since probably I'm still far from raids and stuff. Mate, if you're going to breed for IVs, breed Holy Burst. Don't, like, if you're going to do IVs, if you're only going to do passives, that's fine. But be aware, you're going to have to go back through everything all over again. It will take you less time to do passives, like far less time to do only passives. But if you're going to have to condense 15 pals for raids, then you might as well start doing IVs, and you might as well start doing it all, you know? Because if you're going to do IVs, yeah, see, this is another one. This one didn't have Holy Burst. I'm like, far out. This one does have Holy Burst. This one's a really good one. It's just missing a defense IV. See, Light ended up getting into my head that if it's close, like that is close, it might be better off just putting your fruit into defense. Farm up the fruit for defense. I know I can do one raid at this point. I might be able to just farm up the fruit, put it into defense. There's my perfect Anubis. And then use that with another Anubis that's in a similar position or perfect. It's just yeah. Except that one has Vanguard. Well, that's fine because, well, yeah, actually that's even better because I could just put the fruit into that, and that's going to be to level up my powers. If it's a raid power like this, if it's close, then yeah. Wait, could you show me how to breed holy burst, please? Like, recipe or something? Okay, I'll show you. Yeah, so going into my Discord, just give me a sec. No, you're all good loading. I just saw your message on Discord. You're all good. Yeah, maybe get the head stream mod though at some point. Yeah, if you want, I'll actually what I'll do later. I'll write this down as a to-do. I'll put in links into the Discord of all the mods I use. I'll actually keep it on a separate page on Discord. So for mods. Yeah, so I'll put on a page on Discord for all the mods I use. So then anyone who wants to use mods, go use that page. I'll even type in how to install it on your PC. I don't mind doing that. Mods are free. You are limited in how quickly you can download them if you're doing it for free, but you can definitely do it. Oh yeah, you wanted a Vanguard one, hey? Yeah, it's only to grind XP. But yes, okay, so I'll show you how to get... Okay, all right, I'm gonna swap over to my display. All right, so this is my Discord, right? This is my Discord. Yes, I do also keep Palworld, other Palworld Discords as well. But this is my Discord. I open this in my browser so I can zoom in somehow. No, that's not it. Cool. I might actually have to bring this up elsewhere. But anyway. So we've got who creates a Nightwing. Cool, my camera's not in the way this time. Who creates Nightwing for a Lulu, or go catch yourself a Lulu. Whichever. If you better to catch it if you can, because it's going to come with Holy Burst. If you breed it, you're going to have to get it up to level 30. Once it's at level 30, it will have Holy Burst. Now, what you do here is totally up to you, because you can go down this path, depending if you already have an Anubis or not, because what you can do is you could use, say, if you've already got an Anubis, right? You've got your perfect Anubis. You've got it triple IV'd. You've got it, you've got all the passives you want. You could get a Lulu, Yakumo, or better, get a Saline, and then breed with Anubis. How about if I go, let me explain this better. We will go over to this one here. This is another website that I use. Go over to the breeding calculator, breeding tree. So we want an Anubis, right? This will tell us all all the calculations. There's also another website that Lights introduced me to, which helps us further with breeding combinations. I know this is confusing as fuck, because it's like, wow, now you've just introduced so many different websites to go off. But what you want to look for is, we'll do it here first. I want to see if this one's going to do it. Put in your Anubis. And this one goes best breeding combinations. So obviously one of the worst breeding combinations would be like legendary powers. So assuming this is going to do it. No. Okay. Oh, here we go. Saline Chigna Ignis. Like, you can get a Saline. You can catch a Saline. You can go catch a Saline. And you can go catch a Chilla Ignis in the same area. Go catch them. Saline will come with Holy Burst. Now the best thing to do, get two Saline, breed them together. Okay? 2 saline, breed them together. Breed them until you get a baby with Holy Burst. Only Holy Burst. Because if it's level 1, it's going to be its only abilities. If you have your XP multiplier set to the max, whatever you do, do not put that PAL. Oh, turn that XP setting off. Turn it off. Turn your XP off. Okay? Because as soon as you put it in the base, and you've got like a base that also does mining, it also does resource gathering, it does whatever in the base, what it's going to want to do is your level 1 baby with only Holy Burst will gain levels, and then next minute it will have a second ability, and then you're like, now I've got a 50% chance to get Holy Burst, or I've got a 25% chance of getting Holy Burst. So, or I've got a 25% chance of getting Holy Burst because now you've got an Anubis, and you've got a Chillet and a Saline. Chillet's got random abilities with a Saline. You want a level 1 Chillet and a level 1 Saline with Holy Burst, breed them together to make an Anubis. Keep breeding it until it gets Holy Burst. It will then have Holy Burst and the ability we were just using then, which is, sorry, I have to get rid of tabs, which is Stone Blast. This is what it would look like. Now, once you got Anubis with Holy Burst, right? Say it's over, say it's this one here. This one's a perfect example, right? We've got a Holy Burst Anubis. It looks like this. It's got Serenity. We want Serenity, okay? We want Serenity. Do not breed passives onto a power that you want to keep. So that Chillet, Ignis, and that Saline, breed them with abilities that either has Musclehead, Impatient, or Serenity. If you don't want Impatient, whatever passive you want. Say Musclehead or Serenity. You only have Musclehead or Serenity. Or they have no passives at all. When you get a baby, make sure it's got those passives you want, because it's always going to have a passive. Every baby you breed will always have a passive. Always. So Serenity or Musclehead. And then it's got to have Holy Burst. That's the 3 criteria. Okay? Well, it's really 2. The passives you want and Holy Burst. Breed that with another Anubis that's got all the passives you want and your full IVs. If it doesn't have your full IVs, that's fine, move your passives up. Then get another Anubis with your full IVs. If you want to farm a good Anubis, this is what you do. Get your Holy Burst sorted, get your IVs sorted. Breed them together. Go farm Serpent. Serpent, there are areas in the game the Serpent has high density. Being around Yawmontide, high density of Serpent around Yawmontide. South of Azuro, you start getting more. In here, high density. Because you got the cave that leads to Bruncherry and Bruncherry. High density of Serpent. We'll go there now. You know what? I'm going to go there now. I'll show you right now the high density of Serpent. This is where I would go to get 100 IVs. Because Anubis and Serpent makes Anubis. And you get high density. So what you do is you go in, you look for a Serpent that has 100 IVs. It's like, I mean, you're after 100 IVs, right? Good, I got the ability glasses on, sweet. You fly in here. And there should be Serpent, 92 IV, straight off the bat. 100 IV, 91 IV. Nah, I don't want that. 88, no. 90, 80. No, don't want that. And then if you can't find any, leave render range. Now, personally, I wouldn't do this until you've got the ability glasses. Even then, maybe without a jet dragon, it's not worth it. You know, like, go through the game, get your jet dragon, sweet. I say maybe, but like, okay, maybe not the highest density, but how about if we head over to, say, Yawmontide? Or head over to the lake next door. Is there any Serpent here? gonna say no. Nah, because that's just one big waterfall. Okay, we'll head over to... We'll head over here. Because like, you could just leave range to range and come back. Now this has a higher density of surfing. It might be higher level, but at the end of the day, if you go to Jet Dragon, who cares? 87, 78, 93, 85. I mean, that's already pretty high. Like, you get 90 IVs, you're fine, you're sweet. 90 IVs is fine. You don't really need to get above 90. You don't even need to get above 80. 100 IVs? Don't think you have to get 100 IVs. 100 of IVs is to show off. It's bragging rights. That's all 100 IVs is. It's like, hey, look at me, I got 100 IVs. Look at that serpent's got 100 IVs. You know, it's bragging rights. It's to be able to tell your friends and to show them, look at me. I spent thousands of hours or hundreds of hours trying to breed a list of perfect pals. That's all you're doing. You do not need... That is more than enough. Get your 90s, get them sorted. Get your 80s if you're not picky. That's enough. You can do your ultras. Go do Plasma Ultra. And throw pals at them. 100 IVs compared to 90 IV. Look, if you had a one-on-one fight, yeah, okay, it's going to make a difference. At the end of the day, are we doing PvP? Are we doing PvP or are we doing PvE? It's up to you. That's how I'd do it from the get-go. If I was to start over, that's how I'd do it. Polyburst comes first. Passives come second. And then IVs come last. IVs are... They are hyped. A little bit overhyped. Our professor has actually mentioned the same thing. He says, once you got 50 IVs, that's enough. 50 IVs. Half of it. That's all you really need. Because the buff you're going to get out of it compared to the time you put into it isn't a lot. It's a lot of time you have to put into it. How much time do you have in the game before you burn out? It's up to you. But that's how I do it. I'll probably put a better guide in there in the future of like how you get them. But seriously, Serpent and Anubis, and then using whatever powers. But like, there's plenty of like trees you can use, plenty of websites you can use to find the good combos to use to move Holy Burst from one power to another. You know, like say the Saline's a good one to use, just because you could breed two Salines together and then move it over. You know, like you use Yakumo, or you can use whatever. You just go here and catch a power that's like level 50 to move Holy Burst. Me personally, when I do a new player guide, I'm just going to tell people, go catch Saline, get it up to level 30, and then start breeding Holy Burst onto every single power. Get your passives and then get about 50 IVs plus, and then you're all sweet, good to go. Go for it. Enjoy. Oh my god, these headphones start screwing up because of these glasses. Yeah, so a little bit of a long-winded speech, but that is... Yeah, that's pretty much all you really need to know. Okay, so... Damn! I can't believe these two don't have Holy Burst. I better not get hung up on it. I can always come back for them later. If I need to. But yeah, I'm kind of gutted. Some of these are like, oh yeah, they've got everything I want, but the IVs. Like, I'm actually quite tempted to turn around and go, nah, stuff this. As long as it's got the passives and the IVs, you can always breed them because they're perfect. Otherwise, should spit out a perfect child. Yeah. Well, it took a lot of time. Took a lot of time into it. It takes a lot of time to get to where at this point. What I'm thinking now though is you can always breed them because they are perfect, otherwise should spit out perfect. Yeah, you're right. Because what I'm thinking now, after everything I've just said, and like we've had this discussion as well live, use your fruit to get your IVs up. As long as the IVs are like, and like I said earlier, as long as they're 50%, because like, man, it takes a fucking ridiculous. There's a certain point where you're playing too much gambling. This is essentially gambling. You're gambling time for the reward. IVs don't. I'm starting to think IVs mean a lot, but I'm starting to think that maybe I'm wasting my time here. Spend fruit to make fruit. Ultra Raya gives you 2 fruit. Exactly. And you have to already farm a regular Ryu. So really, like, yeah. So Ultra Ryu drops 2 fruit, or you have to also farm regular Ryu to get the Ultra Ryu. You know what I mean? Like, because you have to get an Ultra Ryu slab, you have to first farm regular Ryu. Yeah, okay, so he drops 2 fruit. So you get, realistically, 1 Ultra Run really gives you 3 fruit, because you have to do regular normal Ryu, and then you get 3. So that could be health, attack, defense. You know what? Fuck IVs. You're just gonna say it there. Fuck IVs. IVs, no. IVs to show off. At least get my IVs to 50, and then that's it. I'd rather farm caves. I'm not farming dog coins. Dog coins go. No, not on hard difficulty. Like you've seen my rates. Holy burst and passives. That's it. Nothing else. Holy burst, passives. That's it. Like I will put this one to the side, but as long as it's got holy burst and the passives. Okay, so no, I don't need that. I don't need that at all. That's done. So this one completes it. That one's complete. That one's perfectly complete. That's going to be used for breeding Anubis, for raids. This one here is good. It's perfect for doing the boss fight. So I'm going to level this one up. What I'll do is I'll put this one straight in here to start getting leveled. And then I can put whatever. This is the farm XP. And then, so I can't use that one. So instead of looking at IVs like I was, I'm just going to look at passives at this point. So as long as it's got the, so now I have to look for raid passives. That means I have to change out all my Anubis at the other base so I can start getting them going. This should boost. Oh, how about this Anubis? You know what? I'm going to make 2 Anubis. I'm going to have a boss Anubis and a... Because the IVs aren't that much different. I might as well keep 1 boss Anubis. I'm mind blown now, right now. Yeah, are you mind blown? Or are you like, yeah. Fruit the alpha, bro. Yeah, exactly, because you get the health. Yeah, I always keep alphas with the right passives and holy burst. Yeah, exactly. Because I've been scrapping them. That is really nice, but it's not. It hasn't got holy burst. Otherwise, I'd keep it. Yeah, because like Alpha Anubis, I think is fine. Even with just the passives, that's it. I don't care about the IVs. I don't care. I can always add the IVs later. Like what? 99 IV to health. This is just to work. Like once the IVs get to 90, that's more than enough. This is only to farm XP to get my raid Anubises or raid pals ready to go. It's not there to show off. If I want to show off, I can show off when I'm like swimming in fruit. All of the IVs and Holy Burst stuff is like min-maxing a pal. You want 110, 20 of them, bruh. Yeah, exactly. It's insane. It's ridiculous. I was wasting my time. I'm going to say, don't worry about IVs. If it comes down to it and you're actually having a really hard time, like at the end of the day, if you're having a hard time against the raid boss, just get more powers. Level more powers. Leveling more powers. Leveling takes a lot longer than breeding. It's more active. It's more of an active farm than breeding. But yeah, like holy crap. Yeah, no. So yeah, because yeah, no, passive is definitely where to go. I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Like this is because like I'm very picky when it comes to powers. I am very picky. And now I'm having to like tell myself, don't be so like picky, Vom. Just get into it, get it done, get it out, then you're done. Then move on. Because oof. Because I'd say Anubis is small enough where his hitbox isn't going to be that much more crazy against the boss power. Like a raid boss, being a boss Anubis isn't going to be that bad. So Serenity, Impatient, Musclehead, yeah, perfect. Perfect. At the end of the, as I said, at the end of the day, I'll just breed, I'll just add fruit onto my raiding powers until they get to 90, and that's it. That's enough. Oh my god, Rick subscribed to the channel for 2 months. Thank you, Rick. Thank you so much for the subscription. I hope you got that, oh no, that's gifted subs. Yeah, so I was like, I hope you got that discount at the very least. But no, that's gifted subs. How do you like my glasses, Rick? How's your day been, mate? How's your week been? Like, oh, Bum looks funny with glasses. Lower my ears. Yeah, I think I need to lower the sound of that. That's a little bit loud. Sorry. It's just a little bit loud. Just a little bit. Okay, where is... Let me just turn the music back. Oh no, the music's still going. I thought the music had stopped. Hey, thanks, Rick. You just blasted everybody's ears. It's not the first time either. I've been lurking for an hour. Went to shop some markets. Nice. Okay, so... Shit, I'm not sure about that one. So... Yeah, no. I'm not messing with that anymore. I'm done with Vanguard. I'm finished with Vanguard. Okay, that one's got Vanguard on there. I don't care about that. Okay, so I want to keep that one. I'm definitely keeping that one. Sweet. Okay, so out of all those powers, I came out with 2. That was my first week. I got sacked on the second day. I'm not even joking. I got sacked on the second day. I went there and I was like, all right, sweet. First day, everything seemed fine on the first day. They had no complaints. They weren't saying anything. I was like, all right, cool. And then it was just like, nah, we're gonna have to tell you to move on. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, you're done. You're done. I'm like, why? And they're like, oh, I don't know. But I don't know. Like, I think they just didn't like the thing. I think they didn't think you're working fast enough. And I'm like, yeah, they got cameras all over the place. And I'm like, all right. I mean, the sound is fine. It's cool, but it's pretty loud. More like a jump scare. Yeah. It was meant to be a jump scare. But it wasn't. Yeah, it shouldn't be that loud. If I like maybe lowered the sound by like 25%, be better. Yeah, I thought it was pretty ridiculous. I wasn't impressed. I cancelled jobs. Otherwise, I would have had a week-long swing lined up for January. A 1 week swing, ready to go. But because of what they did, and that week-long swing would have paid for the bills in the house. That would have paid the bills. But because of what they did, I was just like, wow, okay. I guess I'll just go fuck myself then. At the end of the day, look, lesson learned. It just means whenever I go to my next company, I'm going to be like, look, that's fine. But like, I won't accept a job until I won't actually commit to a job until like I've at least done my first couple of days there, you know, and be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna start telling companies that I'm actually gonna commit now to this. So it's unfortunate because it's gonna ruin every company I talk to now is gonna be like, well, what the fuck? You're not gonna commit to us immediately? It's like, no, because companies have a habit of doing the wrong to people that I hire, and it's unacceptable. But it's the world we live in. What was wrong with this Anubis? What the fuck? That was a perfect Anubis. What the hell? That's a female that's perfect. That's a male that's perfect. Okay, so... Oh, I had Vanguard on there. That's why. I had Vanguard. Blech. Blech. You just have to make sure none of these have Vanguard on there, because Vanguard's easy for me to mistaken. To make a mistake with. Not Stone Blast. Cool. These all have Holy Burst and all have the raid passives. How can anyone tell from just one day? Well, I was there for 2 days. And they offered me no advice. There was no buddy system. And I look, at the end of the day, I think I'm better off not being at a place like that, because the first day I arrived, I saw how toxic they were. Like, they were so toxic. What the fuck? Why is that locked? Yeah, let's just say, so one of the one of the bosses there, he walked in and we're all sitting there having a smoko, but they had to get us to leave the work area because they were using radiation to test one of the final products for leaks, because it's meant to be a sealed container to hold gas and all sorts in there. So it's part of the NDT process, non-destructive testing. So they were testing it, make sure the world's held the standard, the material held the standard, and we're not allowed to be in the shed, so we had to be outside. We had our 30-minute lunch break, which also included extra 30 minutes of waiting for them to finish. Well, their boss decided to walk out and be like, what the hell are you all doing just sitting here? Go sort out pallets. And they're like, mate, they are 10 minutes from finishing. Like, then we'll be back into it. I've got 10 guys here. If I try to delegate them all tasks right now, we're going to get nowhere, and then it'll be time to go back. Like, you're literally preaching to the choir here. And even then, you've got 10 guys here. You try to get them to do another job for the next hour, you're not going to get anything done because nothing's organized. It's not like you've got like a list of things to collect, but for 10 people at this very minute, it would take you at least 2 hours to organize paperwork like that. So unless you organize that a day in advance, that's not my problem. That's up to management's problem. Well, that's what this is what the leading hand said to them, because they weren't talking to me. And he's yelling at him. He's almost yelling at him. He's like, he was so disrespectful in front of all the boys. He could at least, at the very least, ask the leading hand to step away from the boys and have a private chat on their own and speak like civilized men. And even I walked away going, that's just unacceptable behavior. You should not be talking to anybody like that. And the leading hand's like, yeah, I was telling like one of the boys, like, yeah, I was about to punch the guy in the face. Like, this is what the leading hand said. He was about to punch him in the face. And I'm like sitting there going, Thank you, Kang. Yeah, enjoy your dinner, Kang. I hope it's delicious. Yeah, I hope it's delicious. Are you cooking or you got family cooking? Yeah, I hope you enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much for coming along. It really means much. I'm sorry, really means a lot, and it's always nice to see you around. Yeah, so yeah, when I saw that and everything happened, and then when I thought about it afterwards, because I was shocked when he kicked me out. I was like, what the hell? And the day I was there, I had a workbench. The first day I started one bay. Next day I had to move bays, but I had to move all my parts around because the guy who typically takes that bay, he had that day off on my first day. So they put me in the bay, set up all materials, everything, pallets, everything, all in that one bay. And then they shifted me to the other bay. because he arrived, and materials. And then he got his material, his job moved in. And I'm sitting there going, why didn't you just move him over to the other bay when the other bay's empty and have his job move over there? That way you save moving me around. He's only moving his tools over. You're done. Well, I'll do gym, so I'll be cooking for me only, and my mum will cook for the others. That's good. Nice. Well, I hope you enjoy it, Kang, and thank you for coming along. And I hope you enjoy the gym as well. I should really hit the gym. I'm just lazy. And it's gonna catch up with me someday. I know it will. Oh. Shame these aren't male female. They're both female Anubis. But they'll do. It's more just the second one, just in case I want to test things out, which I don't think I'll need to. I'll get rid of that. You know, I feel like I can hear someone in the back of my head screaming, "What are you doing, Mom? What the hell, man? He's a perfect Anubis and they're bosses as well." Like, what the hell are you doing? Oh my god. Like, I'm about to do the same thing to this one. Actually, this one's hard to get rid of. It's a boss. I mean, boss doesn't mean anything, but it's got triple hundreds with surrounding muscle and legends, right? And that could be bred with like an Anubis with whatever. And I see those passives sticking around for a long time. Now I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna get rid of it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was like, that blank spot is good to keep, and just an Anubis is going to be is ideal. Just on an Anubis, because like we know how Anubis is so like can be bred to almost anything. That is probably one of the best pals to start breeding off. So I'm like, I might just leave that and just keep it just in case. Because not having Vanguard, not having Impatient, because I guarantee next patch, the meta will change. It'll fucking flip on its head. It sure as hell did when Sakurajima came out. It just went, oh look at this cooldown, holy crap. Instead of stacking damage, cooldown galore. And it still is. Yeah, so I'm not upset. I'm not overly upset. I was going to stick around with that company for a while, but after seeing that, I was like, yeah, nah, it would have worked out for me with that company. I would have left within, I'd say within a couple of months, I would have walked out. It would have hit New Year's and I would have been like, okay, I'm out of here. See you around. Because that's just unacceptable. They're going to treat people like that. I don't put up with that. I'd rather leave and then go work for a company who actually treats their staff right. I think it's unacceptable. Okay, for some reason I had that wrong. Okay. Unfortunately now I'm in a position where I might have to take up a FIFO job now, where I go back there again, because when I took a break last from Palworld, I was on a 2-on-1 roster, so I was away for 2 weeks and I came back for 1 week. That 1 week, I may have streamed for 1 or 2 days, and then I couldn't do anything. And I didn't have time to do any YouTube content, wasn't able to develop a channel at all, I wasn't able to do anything. So now I'm like, well, I'm not going back to a 2-on-1 roster, I can't do it for the channel. The channel, I can't do it, and the channel is my pride and joy. Though this week I feel like I've neglected it. So at this point it's like, well, okay, what do I do instead? I just pick up random shutdowns here and there. And unfortunately I missed out on a really good one that would have hit me in November. It would have given me a good cash income and it would have paid the bills for at least the whole month. Enough work to pay the bills for the month. I'd have been happy, but canceling them and they're not gonna take me back. Great. Such is life. Gotta move on. Gotta keep positive. We'll find something. I'll find something. Don't worry. Oof. A grilled chickpea. Ugh, that was a bad idea. Bad idea. I do need to craft the rest of these, but I am waiting for more flour. So hopefully I've got more flour in a sec. See where Yomatide's at. He's got flour there, and we should have more here. Yep, and there. Cool. All right, so that should be enough flour to get all that going. Because it takes about 10,000 flour. We picked up around 9,000. We already had close. Yes. Oh, so we need another 10,000. I might have to go buy more flour later, but I'll do that. Yo. Real chicken feed. Yeah, alright. We'll go over to the other base. We'll see what's brewing over there because I have not a clue. And at least I'll be able to bring these Anubis with me now. I will have to figure out which abilities I want to put on, because obviously we've got Holy Burst, but two others. Because Ground Smash, I think I'm going to get it up close, and then we'll probably go, what was it, Rock Burst, I think it was. Oh yes, we got these fellas, these Xenoguard. Perfect. Perfect. Throw a Xenoguard in there. All the Xenoguard. Ready for the mining. Ready for all our mining needs. All our quartz needs. Because man, I need to get on top of this quartz big time. Especially if we're going to do as much raiding as I'm expecting to do. Like, I'm going to get to the point where... well, this is what I'm going to hope anyway. I'm going to hope in the not so distant future, once we've got enough raid powers sorted out, like properly sorted, we can just spend an entire stream just raid after raid after raid. You know, some streams are raid prep, other streams are just like raid farming. You know, like, ooh. Mate, I am looking forward to that so much. It's gonna get so boring, but like I will sit there during a raid and be like, okay, just turn off crowd control, no more crowd control, and then be like, all right, let's get this going. Because I'm not having crowd control on when I'm raiding. No, don't screw me like that. That's just cruel. Yes, I'm looking at you, Rick. Because you're the main antagonist here these days. Unfortunately, because I had a couple of streams where I actually turned off crowd control. I think regulars for crowd control have gone, nah, it's the same thing with Vom. Same thing again. Kind of lost its spark a little bit, I think. Just a wee little bit. You're the main character in Palworld? Absolutely. You're the one who keeps stealing my powers, all my good powers. You're like, you know what? Vom's got this 100 Anubis. Let's go steal it from him. You know? Like... oh man, I'm looking forward to this new player guide now. Because I'm going to tell people, don't worry about 100 IVs. Don't worry about it. Like, seriously, don't worry about it. Like, if you want 100 IVs, so just go... Get to the end game. Start farming your base. Farm dog coins if you really want. Otherwise, yeah, just always just go farm fruit. Like 50 IVs is generally what you want to look for. Anything that's got below 50 isn't worth it. But like you can always have quality and just go 70 or 80. I'm actually looking forward to that. I do wish, well, if they were going to bring it into the game, one major positive they bring into the game is make it so when you've got a male and female pal, and I think this would be amazing, right? Your IVs will only ever breed up. Like, they'll only ever... I literally got off Jet Dragon. See, now I'm back on Jet Dragon. Now I'm off Jet Dragon. And now I'm on Jet Dragon, and now I'm off Jet Dragon. Here's me screwing around. I got myself killed. No, I'm not. See, I'll turn it off on occasion, but I'm not. No, not all the time. Like most of the time I have it on. Yeah, most of the time I have crowd control on. I actually don't like to turn it off. I only turn it off when I'm actually. Anyone can pick it up. Until anyone can pick it up. Oh, so you get 24 hours until someone can pick up your loot. Ah, that's cool. Okay, no, alright, Rick. Now you're just being a smartass. No, so a major update, like the Sakurajima update. Today's update. Okay, you know what? Since you're here, let's go over the patch notes again. Because I did it at the very beginning of the stream. Like, not many people were here. I actually need to tilt this camera up a little bit because I must be sitting up a little bit higher than usual. Okay, so we'll go over the new update again. So if you're on my Discord, if you're not on my Discord, get on my Discord. It's pinned in the comments. Otherwise in the description of my YouTube. But it's still pinned in the comments on YouTube as well. So if you're watching a pre-recording, it's in the description. Go into announcements. So patch 0.3.1. No 0.0, but 0.3.1. Oh look, we got a new member. Ah! Wait, no we don't. That was Rick. How dare you wave Rick? Nah, joking. Great to everyone. Anyway, they added 4 Halloween skins. You've got, which are all players received upon starting the game. I'm a little bit disappointed by that. I think most Power players prefer it, and our Power prefers this over what I prefer. I personally prefer Twitch drops. I wish they did a little bit of both. Like they added this, but they also add Twitch drops. But I don't know, like I prefer Twitch drops because it encourages people to come watch Twitch, helps the content creators. Though obviously some people don't like doing that, they don't have the time for it, whatever. As long as you log in, you'll get all these skins. Halloween Kativa, Spectacles, Atris, Pirate Penglet, and Halloween Karajiro. They also did a whole bunch of bug fixes, significantly relaxed the text chat character limit. You can now write your messages longer. This is not a bug, they just reduced the limit. Major bug fixes, they fixed the memory leak on servers, fixed several critical game crashes, and they fixed issues where large powers would push the player under the world or through a wall. I'm gonna guess that was like while powers or powers are over at, say, the oil rig, pushing you around a little bit, glitching you out. I wouldn't say it'd be your power that you've got out or the powers of your base, since you can just walk right through them. But hey, I don't know, that never happened to me, but it would have happened to most people. They also fixed an issue where custom markers were not displayed on the compass UI. That's something we were dealing with regularly. I'd always have to switch over to my map all the time to see where things were. Now all my custom markers are showing up at the compass. Awesome job, Pocket Pair. They also fixed many major bugs, many minor bugs, and they fixed translation errors. They also, PS5, they also fixed an issue where trees would respawn even if a structure was built over it. So like you've got this big base made of stone, wood, cement, whatever, metal, glass, and you got a tree growing inside it through the walls, through the foundations. Okay, and then they've also released a video. So, with my face on there, obviously. So obviously that's the Kativa skin. Well, not that one. That's obviously Kativa. There's your Catris with the glasses. There's your Penglet, Parrot Penglet, which kind of goes with the whole Pen King. He's a bit of a pirate. Kerajiro, and then obviously there's Kativa skins. There's your skins. There you go. So that's what they introduced into the game for Palworld, which was nice. I like it. It was a good. It was a good patch. Yeah, the custom markers were annoying as. Oh, that was so annoying. Not being able to see where everything is. Obviously now you can see everything on your HUD. So much nicer. Okay, so it's just these Memorist. Obviously I'm after these rings. The Pyrong just looks lazy, like they put a hat on there. Well, you didn't say put a hat on there, but that's what I'm assuming you're meaning. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess that looks lazy. I can see why you feel that way, Rick. That's kind of what I expected out of free skins. What I kind of expect in the long run, I wouldn't expect them to do it straight away, but eventually, is like, look, it's gonna get to the point, and this is what I saw Elite Dangerous doing, right? They would sell the game, and then they'd be like, okay, we've got this game out. It's been out for a while now. Say it's been out for a year, which is actually that far away. Yes, time flies. Oh, what the hell? I've got so many Vanguard. Oh no, sorry, that's all the Memorist. Okay, I don't want to know about the Memorist. Yeah, it's not far away. So they bring it out. They bring out the game. They want to make money off of it. The game's not selling as much as it used to. Obviously, doesn't now. What else do? You start adding skins. People love their skins. People love looking at their powers. Cosmetics becomes a bigger thing, and obviously, especially with people like making builds, making bases look really nice, why not have your powers look nice as well? So then what they do, they bring in more skins. They bring in the skins and they go, all right, well, if you want a skin that looks a certain way and it took us this much time to make, come buy it. It's a female. So yeah, pretty much the gist of what I was trying to say is, and it was long-winded, I know. They're obviously going to bring in skins that you have to purchase. I wouldn't be surprised if they just add different types of all the current powers. Oh yeah, they'll definitely do that. They'll absolutely do that. With every single power in the game, they will add another type to it. Now you might see that as lazy, but that's also what Palworld is meant to be. Like, that's kind of what they were meant to do in the first place. That was the original idea. Of, hey, you breed a water power with a fire power, one of those powers, you can get one of those powers as the alpha element. You know what I mean? That was kind of the idea of it. So I'm personally fine with that. Whether you think that's lazy, it's because I know sometimes you think that's what you think, and I understand. I think it's what the game is, and I've got no problem with it personally. Yes, lazy, but if done right, it's cool. So far, so good. Okay, so I'm trying to get Mining Foreman on all these Xenoguards. So I only have Xenoguards with Mining Foreman. I actually want every Xenoguard to only have Mining Foreman. So is there a female without Mining Foreman? No. This one here. I thought that one... Wait. No, that was male. Okay, cool. Alright. So, I'm only after a male with Mining Foreman. Combine an air power with a fire power to make them stronger than others. I know what you're getting at. We'll see. Depends if they ever add air as an element or flying as an element. Because right now, there is no flying type in the game. There's powers that fly, but no flying type like there is in Pokemon. Because you'd think that would be a thing. You'd think, oh yeah, Moltres and Pokemon would have the hottest flames out of them all. Like one of the hottest flames, because you're using air to help fuel the fire. You know, like, you would think that. Well, not so much fuel the fire, but to make the fire hotter. It's a shame they didn't do anything like that, though. Like, I mean, they still have the potential of doing stuff like that. It's like, yeah, they've naturally got that because it does that, you know? Like, say lightning powers. The best lightning powers are part water. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what you think about that, if it's just clunky. Gonna wash the dishes? Can you go wash mine as well, please? I've got a dishwasher, I swear it's not too difficult. Get to it. Now. Get your ass into the kitchen and wash some dishes, Rick. Oh, wow. Vom, what the hell, man? Okay, so now I'm gonna go get my Xeno guards. Oh my god, Garde. Garde. Man, you know what? I'd love it if they did an anime or like I'm gonna say an adult cartoon of Aragon, the Aragon franchise, because it's like we all know how much that really flopped. You know, like that was. I don't think it's the sort of show that could be done with live action. I think they have had rumors where like Aragon may end up coming as a live action, but I'm just like, no, just don't. Just make it animated. Make it animated and be done with it. Yeah, you might make as much money, but that's the start of something that could be later live action and be done right live action. Just do it right. That's all I ask. Let's just do it right. Then come back to me. Because man, so many shows have just done it wrong. Like so many shows have been just done wrong because they decided not to, because they cut corners, you know? Oh man, this is just too much for me. Alright, so grinder. There's a, I don't know what that lightning. Oh right. Yeah, I know what that lightning is for. We didn't get the ring. I can't believe we got a dragon ring. I guess I didn't dragon it out enough. Dragging it out enough. See, me wearing the glasses now, it's like I match the look now whenever I do a dad joke. A bad dad joke. It's not the first time I made that joke either. But that just makes me look like more of a dad. Yeah. And like when I first put the glasses on, my beard was like a lot thicker because since last stream I've actually given myself a trim, like shave and a trim. And I was like, I put this on and I was like, man, I look even more like Walter White now. What a good show. Breaking Bad. How good is that? Yeah, I'm looking for, there it is. There's so many here. Yeah, Breaking Bad, how good is that? And now I'm just like, man, I look even more like Walter. Because someone once like gave me a joke, like joked to it, was joking around with me one time because I was really upset at work. And I really didn't like the... When was this released? When was this done? What the fuck? Have I just missed this ever since? Have I just not seen this? What the fuck? This this update? Why don't they tell us this shit? Holy fuck! Shit on my stick. Yeah, this is amazing. Okay, you know what? This okay. All right. How about if I stop? Like, I just need this in alphabetical order, please, and then I'm happy. Cause yeah, I know what order it's in. It's like, oh, you can only do one. No, wait, what? Oh, no, I cleared it. That's what I did. Okay, so this only gives me... Oh, okay. So it's not as crazy as that. I think you can do multiple and it won't combine with the other filters. Maybe not multiple, yeah. So, like... Yeah, because you got to sort it still, which is, to me, that's the problem. I don't actually want it to sort. So obviously you got gender now, so sort by gender. That was added. So you got power, that number, level, element, alpha power. Because what you could do, I'm just trying to think of a way of what I could do moving forward. Because like, it's a shame you can't put multiple in there. You can only put in one. That kind of sucks. Yeah, that's not... Okay, so that's almost fucking French kiss. It's so close. So fucking close. Because after that, all they need to do is just a tick box. You just go through, select multiple, tick them all. As long as it's got that, you're all good. Because what you could do then, and I know what you're probably thinking the same way as me, like, you go through, you tick artisan, serious, you tick whatever you want. And if you're breeding, right, like what we were saying earlier, don't worry about IVs. IVs, even at endgame, just don't even worry about it. 50 IVs is enough. Or aim for 80. Aim for whatever you want. Don't worry about 100. 100 just... I'm losing my mind trying to breed hundreds off across the board. Don't worry about it. Unless you're going to use a farming team to go crazy, then throw your fruit at it. All good, whatever. You're going to get so many fruit. Don't worry about it. Especially going in further into endgame, with more patches, you'll get more and more. Don't worry about it. Don't waste your time doing that shit. Do it later on. Once you're starting farming the raids, then go do it. Do it easy. Don't just go what I'm doing now. It's stupid. I've stopped. I've pulled my head in. I'm all good now. You can have your breeding pair, and then you get them up to double hundreds. So there's a higher chance you got more hundreds, spending less later. That's fine. Try to get your hundreds if you can, but don't stress about it. It's not a big deal. Passives are more important. So you put in your list of passives. If you've got, say, one that's got all the passives, and it's got all the passives and Polyburst, you put in all your passives here, and you just go, you know what, stuff it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to breed with something that's blank, or that's already got the passives I want, or sweet, breed them over, and then be done with it. And once it's there, then all you do here is put in the 4 you want, and then just pick the ones you want. Instead of going back, micromanaging powers, do this, that, and the other, like I was doing. But if that was the case, I would totally do it. All I'd have to do is this. This is all I would do. So, this is how things are typically laid out. I'd go over to, say, all my, say all, so fresh. Say I was trying to get this perfect Suzaku. All these Suzakus that I want to keep for whatever reason, because they're starred, lock them out. Lock them. So you know every single Suzaku Aqua that you're trying to, like, who's just been added is not locked. So then you can go, all right, I'm going to sort. I'm going to go water. Yes. Don't worry about gender. Leave gender for later unless you need a certain power for the gender. You don't even have to worry about watering. You just then worry about your passives. If you want to go a step further, go by level. That way you know it's going to be of a certain level. It's going to be the lowest level power. And then you sort and go, bang. There you go. These are the ones you want. The rest of them, get rid of. Fuck them off. Then you're done. Easy. Easy peasy. Oh my god, I'm so excited for what Palworld's going to be like in the future. Holy crap. It's just like, yes. Quality of life. Even when they're not even trying, they're still trying. These guys are working hard. Around the clock hard. Like, these guys are doing really, really well. Like, mate. This is insane. Okay, back to what I was doing. So I just finished condensing. Zavom, get on with it, mate. You're talking more than you're playing. I know, but there's so much to talk about, man. So much to talk about. All right. Well, with this, what we can do, we can go do a. We should be able to do another ore rig. I got my mining base working without anyone depressed. 1 4-star shroomer and chickpea sand food. Yeah, like even before adding like obviously I'm running on hard difficulty this base here. Even before I ran the shroomer, none of my powers were depressed. My powers don't get depressed. Like, I am actually surprised whenever someone tells me that powers are depressed. Your powers shouldn't be getting depressed. Like, you should only need shroomer so your Astagon can stay at the mining node and not leave. Oh, no hot springs? Oh, you don't have these at all. See, that, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Like, I've got 3 of them going for all these Astagon. Yeah, no hot springs? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Because, yeah, you need them. You need them. Otherwise, they're going to be sleeping all the time. See, my Astagon don't sleep. Oh, okay. My Astagon sit in hot springs still. But I'm still trying to get the chickpea stuff over. But yeah, like one 4-star shroomer should be all you need. Which reminds me again, I need to go and start farming shroomer knocked whenever it's nighttime. Because I'm like, I'd rather have a shroomer knocked over a regular shroomer. I'd rather have a nocturne. And this is so much cleaner now. I need to do something about that base, but yeah. I always run, but yeah. I was going to get rid of an Anubis, but I might as well just leave them on now. They're here. Yo, alright. That's the Jet Dragon. Let's go. Let's get in there. Man, I am looking forward to what they bring next in Palworld. Like the next major patch. Holy shit, it's going to be amazing. But like, at the same time, like they bring in all this stuff into the next major patch. And like they've just brought in like this update. I actually curious now, what's left for them to add? I mean, there's a lot of quality of life they can obviously add, but I think the next quality of life would be like obviously major. Like the filter is to me still major, but it's not as crazy as like, oh, we're going to bring a structure into the game which allows you to have your powers distribute eggs straight out of the breeding farm. That's the next one. That's what I expect for them to bring into the next patch. Like, it might be a little bit much of me to expect something like that out of them straight off the bat, but it's just what I expect. It's already been mentioned many times by many content creators. More powers, more automation, more islands, hopefully harder dungeons. Yeah, I think the game is still too easy. The rocket launchers do make it far too easy when it comes to AI. So maybe make it so they bring in dungeons which have restrictions on what you can bring in. So you can't bring legendary powers in, say. You can't bring in rocket launchers. That there's certain items you just can't allow in. Even go so far as no legendary items. You know, like actually limit it. Like depends on the difficulty level. Like maybe you can make it so no, you can play it, but you can't have it on a certain difficulty level to get certain resources, you know, or certain blueprints and whatever. Like this is how you get a blueprint out of oh, that's funny. But yeah, no, definitely oh, for sure they'll bring in more islands though, without a doubt. Yeah, because like I'd love to see more in automation. I'd love to see it where they bring in automation where you can like tell pals, or you can like assign to that structure where you want items to go. So your transport pals will be like, all right, cool. This is the storage container we'll move these items into. Like a singular storage container. I wouldn't expect that from next patch, but I would think I'd like to see them introduce it in the future. Next patch probably a bit too early for something like that, but maybe in the future. I mean, this game will have a certain lifespan because it's not like an MMO and everything like that. It's only got so much of a lifespan to it. Though I could definitely see corporate getting their fingers onto a game like this and going, hey, let's do this game to make an MMO sort of feature. You can already, that's why all the containers. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That is true. Like I've got that set up at my base. I guess one that goes more into depth of which material goes where, because like you get further into Endgame, like you'll start stacking more and more materials. I mean, I'm guessing you've pretty much gotten to that point. Liver, welcome by the way. Not sure if I've welcomed you yet. But I'm like, oh, I better welcome you. Yeah, because once you get further into Endgame, you start getting all these materials, even without a multiplier, materials multiplier, you'll still want to like have one material for each container. I do feel like the storage containers need a major buff though, to how much you can put inside them. Because yeah, the storage containers, they should be like, they should scale based on their size. Their size compared to the regular box. What the hell? Because yeah, you get like a large storage box and it's got the same storage capacity as a container, and you're sitting there going, how? Like the size of the container, it's like, it's huge, and yet it's got the same storage size, large storage box. They should have, at least in comparison to the size, storage box, because that way you could like put that down and be like, okay, as far as the size of it is exactly the same, but instead you've got like all your resources, every resource in the game is in that, because you don't need anymore. And all your gear is in that, because you don't, that's it, you know, there's one gearbox, that's it, you're done. Though I'd prefer it if it was like better scaled than that. So it's like it's actually an increased in number. Because it would have that much storage in there that you wouldn't really need any other box. It'd just be like one big thing. No, I'm gonna use the rocket launcher against that guy. He's actually freaking me out because he's stuck. Whenever they're stuck, they become very unpredictable. I think I was referring more like thinking of what game did I used to play? There's a play. It was a little bit like Satisfactory in a way, but it had more like voxels and stuff that you could create almost anything out of. It was like sci-fi based. Trying to remember how many of these grenades it takes to kill like a regular hunter. Yeah, I've got the game. I'm gutted now. I think my music has now actually stopped. Yeah, it stopped. Of course my music stopped. Yeah, literally like, you silly man. You silly Billy. Ah! Are we gonna get a good blueprint out of this? That's the question. Actually, I always do it. I always run past one of the blueprint spawns because I don't like going to that location. I like to like look around this area first before I go into that location, even though it's like over onto that side of the rig. I'm like, nah, I'd rather come over here first to have a look. Even though it's like the furthest away. The farthest away. Oh look, cleaner's here. Oh my god. Ah, there he is. Oh man, I bet you it's going to be all the way back there. I'll get up there and I'll realize, oh no, I have to like walk all the way back. We're going to get all our chests. I guess it's not a bad system. Like, I guess further automation would be like, okay, this will always craft this until you tell it to stop. I guess that's an alternative to what I was mentioning. I mean, it wasn't what I was saying, but because sometimes I'll sit there and I'll be like, all right, I want a higher cap. I want a higher cap over what I can craft all at once. Because like crafting 1,000 at a time, or even 100 at a time, just and enough. It's not enough. Maybe 9,000. I need to get into like the hundreds of thousands, if not like 10,000 at a time. 10,000, a little bit better. Or even purchasing. Purchasing needs to get higher as well. Get about to purchase. No. Oh yeah, sweet. No, it's over here. Cool. I was a little bit worried I'd have to go all the way back to the other side of the island. Excuse me, that's a little bit rude. Here, have an RPG. See, my grenade's better than yours. Mine's fueled by rocket. This is rocket fuel. Oh, hello. Excuse me. Uh-oh. There. And there's a Griswold. Excuse me, but no. No, thank you. Okay, they actually killed him. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Oh no, the guy's shooting at me. I know you don't. You can't get me. But I can get you. Not quite fair, is it? Man, having these glasses on is very, very weird. I've been saying that all stream. Man, it's so weird having glasses on for once. Like, damn, my glasses so weird. It's gonna be interesting jumping off the stream after like, because I won't be staying online till 10 today. I'll be getting off a little bit early. I've got family coming over. That's why I've been keeping one eye on the phone, just in case I get family message me go, hey, we're here, and I was like, I told you I was streaming till 9. So I will be finishing the stream in just under 2 hours. So it'll be a 5-hour stream, not a 6-hour stream. Oh, okay, when I start slouching my chair, that's when like you can see my head slowly decline. I'm like, Ah, we didn't get what we wanted. Right. This is still good XP farm right here. Still good XP farm. Like when you don't get the blueprints you want, you try to hype yourself up, just saying, "Oh, I got XP at least." Still got XP, and we also got the blueprint. You can automate to a point, but not fully. Can't tell transporters what to prioritize. Yeah, I mean, I would love to be able to say, okay, no, this is what this is your priority list. Like, sample priority list would be the next level. G'day, Almighty Keys. How have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I feel like it's been a while since I last saw you. How you been, mate? How's Palworld treating you? You got any anything new going on over there? But yeah. So load and scream on Twitch says. So the my point is not fully. You can example can't tell transporters what to do. What to prioritize. Can't do eggs. There are strange crossovers in the categories on the checklist. Power souls fall with other power materials like leather, but I want to store them with enchantment items. Yeah, that one is a little bit how you going. I found a great laser schematic for randomly. I did as well. So my first laser schematic was actually out of a random dungeon chest, I think it was, or the ends dungeon chest, which is like a very low percentage chance of finding. It's incredibly low, and I found random legendary chests all over the place. But no, congratulations on your legendary laser schematic. Whoa! Ha! Anti-grav. Or even putting in an order for ammo, and the powers will make the required materials. Yeah, actually that would be awesome. Just be like, hey, this is what I want. Go make what I need. Transporting powers will transport it, and then you're ready to move on to the next phase. That on the other hand would have to go into a system. I feel like if they're gonna do that, they'll need to have a system where it's like, okay, you've got. That's when you start moving more towards satisfactory, which they could totally do. You've got your production assembly lines, right? Assembly, why not? You have it set. Okay, I want to go to this, lock it in. All that this one makes is circuit boards, nothing else. Okay, so you're power the mining the quartz. Once they've got the required materials, then the assembly line gets activated to turn into quartz. And same thing with polymer, high quality power. Once it's finished, the transporting powers transport it to storage. Cool. And then your next production line is set to rockets. So once it's got enough of the materials that it requires, so circuit board's locked in, it could also have a different one could have gunpowder locked in, you know? And once all the materials are ready, then what's locked in another production line would be the missile line. Or the weapon bench, whichever you want to set it to. I'd probably go weapon bench, but on those you just do all the scenarios. Okay, so Almighty Keys, he asked, do you know where the grenade launcher schematic is? They are all at the oil rig, unfortunately. They are also in the caves. So the Sakurajima caves is your grenade schematic, and then so is the oil rig. Same thing with the multi-launcher. Gatling gun, flamethrower, blah armor, helmet. I'm pretty sure the helmet. Pretty sure the chest piece being the regular metal, the frost, the cold, the heat, and the light armor. Are the weapons in caves? I thought there was just armor. No, they're also in the caves. I've actually got a short on Twitch where I've picked up the legendary laser rifle. That was the first legendary I got. They do spawn there. Even Power Professor has a video on that. Yeah, but it's a very low chance. If it's lower chance than at the rig, like you are very, very lucky if you manage to find it in a cave. It's to the point where it's like just armor is exclusive on the oil rig. Yeah, I have not gotten close with the armor. I haven't even gone close. Like, I've gotten the epic plasteel armor and the helm, and I'm pretty sure that must have been from the rig. It may have been from caves, but like as you said, if you're right and it is exclusive, then obviously I've got it for the rig. Yeah, like, I mean, look at that. I mean, 12 of the quad missile launchers commons. But yeah, the guided missile launcher schematic 4, the laser rifle schematic 4. I've actually got 2 of them now. One was from the oil rig, one was from a cave. Rocket launcher schematic 4. I've got that one, obviously from the PAL. Yeah, it was from Jet Dragon. Pump action shotgun schematic 4. I've got 2 of them. 13 assault rifle schematic 4s, and then a crossbow schematic 4. Over here, I've got the multi-guided missile launchers. What? Are you serious? No, that's just the guided missile launcher schematic, sorry. And then I've got the multi-guided. Single shot rifle schematic 4. I've got 2 of them now. I thought I had 1, but I guess I've got 2. And then the grenade launcher schematic 4. Oh, you have the legendary multi-guided? Yes, I do. I was very, very happy when I got that. Even Chillet got excited. I've got a short on that as well. Chillet got very excited. Cold resistant power metal armor schematic 4. The heat resistant power, obviously that's power pelt, power metal, and then power metal armor schematic. It's all PAL. So as far as PLA is concerned, because I'm also looking for myself, so the 3 for the helm, the 3 for the cold, 3 for the heat, 3 for the regular, and that's about it. I think I do have a lightweight here. I do have a common lightweight. I've got 8 common lightweights. If it isn't legendary, that schematics need to be dropped low. Oh yeah. I mean, you could always just sell the schematics, but yeah. At the end of the day, like, I got so many legendary schematics. It's like I've got so much gold that I don't care. I just like whatever. Like, I get that much gold. Why keep trash? I mean, I guess someone told my ex that, and then that's why she got rid of me, isn't it? They're like, why keep trash? And then she's like, oh yeah. That's so mean. Hey, I said it to myself. Praying for that lightweight 4. That's so my mate. I'm like, oh man, maybe I should do some caves. Maybe I should break it up and actually do a cave. We'll put the Astagon away. Why do I have to be so mean to myself? But yeah, they actually brought with the new patch Almighty, they brought in a filter for all your passives. So now you can filter your passives for only one passive. So you put in Artisan, it's the only passive you can put in. You can't just put in another passive because the whole thing just disappears. So, and you can also filter to male or female. Yes, caves and oil rig. Good luck with the caves. You could actually do it on rotation where you do like all the caves and then do an oil rig, all the caves, oil rig. I mean, maybe there'll be a gap between the caves. That's fine. You could always go farm bosses for the rings while you're waiting, but you can totally do that. I just gave up on it because I was getting bored of the caves, and the frame drop was a little bit ridiculous. I am gonna try again to see if the caves are a little bit better now. I was just a little bit over the caves. Actually, I can start this base. This is ideal. What's going on here? Oh yeah. Huh? Oh. Oh, sorry, I had to really read the PM. That loading screen set, and I was like, oh my god, that is funny. See, if you said that, Light, I would have laughed my head off. Feel free to say it now. And this is in relation to, oh, I keep trash. No, you don't want to say it, don't say it. Like, that's up to you. I'm not putting pressure on you at all. But I find it funny, okay? It's not like I'm gonna be like okay, so Kevin, I saw a fake video of someone finding a lucky alpha power. Yeah, that's fake. You can't find a lucky alpha power. Like, lucky powers are always the same size as alphas. I mean, lucky powers don't shine. So, oh no, sorry, they shine. Lucky powers shine, but there's no such thing as a lucky alpha power. I've tried spawning in because someone asked me this, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna spawn a power which is a boss and a lucky, and it didn't work out. Whoopsies, wrong one. Lucky is the same as alpha? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Like, a lucky power and alpha power, the difference is the passive. And to be honest, unless you're trying to, like, most of the time, you're not going to want lucky. Most of the time, like, most of the time. The only exception to that, I'm going to turn around and say, and I'm just going to openly say it, then there might be some other exceptions, is, say, a crafting Anubis. But then at times, you might want a crafting Anubis to have Artisan if it's passively going to go at your base 24/7. So, each to their own, but most of the time, you're going to want Nocturnal instead of Lucky. Oh! Oh no, actually, I don't care about them. Wait. Yeah, so Lucky, same as Alpha. So they both get the same buff as far as stats are concerned. The only difference being that little shiny symbol and the boss symbol. That's the only difference, is the boss symbol and the shiny symbol. Yeah, same. Yeah, so yeah, Light is exactly correct. 100% correct. Like, it's just same size and same hit points boost, same hitbox, same everything. I would love to see shinies have more DPS. Sorry, more damage stats than boss powers, and boss powers have more health. That would be cool. That would be very cool. Or even have more defense. Like, shiny powers have more defense. Though people would be like, but a shiny, like, how do I then move my shiny stats onto another power? You can't. You can't just breed for a shiny. So it's like, at the end of the day, the shiny is always going to be inferior. It's only a collectible. At least this way, it negates a collection, I guess. No. I've never heard of shinies getting an attack increase. No. I mean, I can go test that, you know, like, I've never heard of it, but I can always go test it. It's not hard for me to test. It's pretty easy for me to test. Yeah, and it's just not regular Shroomer, don't care. It would be nice if shinies had their own actual skin, where it was like different color, like what Lights just said. Yeah, different sound effect. I wish the shine kind of stayed there all the time, or the shine would happen as soon as you throw it out of the sphere. I guess it's ripping too much from Pokemon. Oh, you get speed, I believe. Shiny gets speed. Nah. Surely not. Like, I don't know. Like that's something that would be a bit tough for me to test. No speed, just HP. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only, yeah, as Liver just said, it's only HP. But the HP is the same as a boss. Plus 100 on speed to some pals with shiny? No? I don't think so, but if you can find proof elsewhere, throw it out there. Throw it in the Discord, because I'd love to see. I would love to see if there's proof elsewhere. Swift passive maybe. Yeah, Swift passive, absolutely. But no, if there's proof elsewhere, or if there's another YouTuber elsewhere who said otherwise, throw it into my Discord. I'll go check it out and I'll go test it. Yeah, I'll go test it and I'll cross check what they're saying, because then we'll know for sure. Like, why not? Lucky should have a random accessory with them. Yeah, I agree. That would be cool. A random accessory, like say a +2 accessory, that would be cool. Like just a random one. Like it could be like a ring. Maybe not so much a, I mean, maybe like just a random blueprint, and that blueprint could be a legendary. You know, it's like a rare plus. Like they'll have a random rare plus blueprint. That'd be sick. You know, or accessory. Yeah, random rare plus blueprint, or no, epic plus blueprint, random epic plus blueprint with a +2 accessory. Because it's like the blueprints will have a low chance of spawning in the first place, so make them epic. So it's epic for a blueprint, and then like it could be legendary, but it's even less of a chance of being legendary. Okay, so all right, like we were saying earlier, you can't like. I'm pretty sure you can get armor schematics from the dungeons. Because if you can get regular uncommon schematics, surely you'll also get legendary schematics, armor schematics from the dungeons. Surely. Pretty sure flat +100. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to test it out. How do I like the Halloween update? I think it's amazing. I've already gone over the Halloween update twice on stream, once at the beginning and once maybe half an hour ago. I think it's great. It's definitely got a whole bunch of quality of life improvements, like a bunch, and some of them they haven't even mentioned. So I think it's 110%. Yeah, I think it's amazing. Yeah, a few things have been fixed, but yeah, as I said, quality of life and some of the issues have been fixed. The issue I was having problems with my compass wasn't showing all the pins I was putting down. That's been fixed, and I think everyone was having that problem. And there was a few other issues like PS3 were like having trees growing into their base, so that's been fixed. So I reckon it's a big plus. I went the wrong way. Alpha and Shinies was no different other than large body and lucky passive. Now it's just HP boost, that's it. Yeah, that's my understanding as well, Liver. That's what, yeah, I like that. That's what I know for 100% certain. Is exactly the same, and I think we all agree on that. Yeah. I prioritize armor is exclusive to the Aurig. I promise armor is exclusive to the Aurig. Power Professor showed the data mine. Okay, yeah. Okay, if that's the case, then cool. If Power Professor, like I take Power Professor for his word, like without a doubt, because he knows far more about the game than I do. He's, as you said, like he's data mined it. He knows what spawns in there. Yeah, I mean, I've still got weapons. But I just got a Ring of Freight from that. I mean, that was from Kerichiro, so that's obviously an alpha boss, but it's a little bit different. But also the fragments are always good to get anyway, because I will need a heap of fragments in the future. And this is pretty quick getting fragments from here. Like you can obviously get them from the goal rig, but yeah. Don't need to. It's Saka update notes. It's in the Saka update notes. The wait, what? But this game is stealth patch often. Yeah, so like one of the stealth patches was adding filtering options. I mean, they did say that they've patched a lot of minor bugs and the minor things in the game. So I'm going to assume that a few of the way powers do damage has now changed as well. Sorry, loading. Yeah, alpha and shiny get speed. Pretty sure and things like Fingerlobe. I'll have to. I mean, I can always test Fingerlobe with a shiny Fingerlobe on the test server. That won't hurt. Let me just quickly go on Discord. Just have a quick look. Ah. Okay, so I'll show you what's been sent to me. I hope you don't mind me showing this on stream. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open it in the browser, so I'm not showing off other things. Cool. So this is. Yeah. So this is. Obviously, this is what you need to. This is what you need to do. You don't need to worry about this stuff. Okay. So hey, Prof. Just checking the table of your website to find a plasma where we get a speed boost from condensation or being on alpha. Thank you. Hi, I should probably add that to the mounts page. I can tell you now that Rayo does get a +100 sprint speed bonus when alpha. It's nothing has been mentioned about Lucky, but yeah, obviously being alpha, you do get a sprint speed bonus. I could see how that would be a thing. I mean, you just given the size itself, obviously humans when they're taller, they can take longer strides, so naturally there's a potential of walking faster. So same thing with the bosses. Okay, I want more clothes for all the powers without using mods. Right, all good. Alright, cool. Alright. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so clothing without using mods will make the game fun. Yes, I totally agree, and that's kind of where I see skins going in the future. Even armors, I would love to make it so they create transmogs. So like, okay, you've got your in-game armor, but you prefer like early game armor, or you want to make your character super skimpy for whatever reason. Why not? You know, like transmog's perfect. Use assets already in the game for armor respecs, but obviously like putting clothing on powers and stuff. And that's why I'm like, well, if they keep doing what they're doing with Twitch and stuff, and occasionally make it so you get the off skin that you can add, yeah. I also found an Orzhov bug. I have been breeding Orzhov with Holy Burst, leveled it to 55, and the Holy Burst went away, went into the list to select it. It was gone. Wait, what? I found okay, I'm gonna repeat what I just said. I found the Orzhov bug. I've been breeding Orzhovs with Holy Burst. Leveled it up to 55, and the Holy Burst went away. Went onto the list to select it, and it was gone. Yeah, only Plasma Rayu though. Yeah, well that's what he's mentioned, is only Plasma Rayu. Maybe that could go further with the other powers. I mean, I don't know, like we'd have to look at that list. But yeah, that's insane. Like that's fucking insane that you'd lose Holy Burst. That's a lot of time and effort. That I would probably be more likely to roll back if I could, roll back my save if you haven't progressed too far and get Holy Burst back. But like if you've already leveled it and it's gone away, fuck me. Yeah, don't want to argue the point. Saw on Proud Professor videos about Lucky, but I haven't data mined it myself. Yeah, oh, I'm not data mining, fuck that. I don't even know how to data mine, so I'm just like, I'm not even gonna start. Not even gonna start trying. Could be wrong. Yeah, so like, hey, if like Luckies have extra movement speed and they're governed under different stats, I'll need to find more information on that. I'm gonna guess the websites that we use will have that information somewhere, because I know they do show stats, but obviously the stat difference between Luckies and not Lucky is different. The only comparison I could put in is like a timed comparison where I have a stopwatch on the screen or something and I use it to time how long it takes to get from point A to point B with a shiny compared to a boss power. Yeah, comparing it to a shiny and a boss power, because I've always assumed that boss powers work off the same rule as shinies. And I'm fine with that. I'd rather it be like that, because I still want the ability to breed all those stats onto, like the shiny stats, onto my powers. And boss powers are that way of doing it. I haven't noticed that speed boost on Ryu. I have one. Our boss Ryu compared to a regular Ryu. That's such thing as a Lucky Ryu. Sorry, yeah, not Lucky Ryu. Sorry, I apologize. I've said my words wrong. My English is terrible. But yeah, no such thing as a Lucky Ryu. Absolutely, it's just regular Ryu. I mean, like boss Ryu, and like when I was talking about Luckies, I mean like testing just any Lucky that can come into the game, and a boss power. They're not necessarily Ryu, but I know what you mean. Like you can't get Lucky Ryu though. Yeah, and obviously like he was referring to Ryu itself, so obviously Lucky would have no reason to be mentioned. So like what I'm doing now, like obviously I'm getting heaps of Lotus at the same time. I'm actually surprised how many Lotus I'm getting. I wonder if they've increased the spawn rate of Lotus, because I swear I'm getting more and more Lotus lately. Like, I'll have a look at my inventory now. I haven't even completed the run yet.